Hello and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop stream, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And today we're playing through Marvel Champions. What's up, Terence?
How's it going? It's Friday.
It is Friday.
Can't be too bad.
You know, that's the thing. As bad as the world gets around us, we've always got our Marvel Champions. And as bad as our Marvel Champions game goes, we still have each other, Terence. So I feel like there's always something good going on Friday nights.
That is true. We also have Venom Goblin again this week. So
I mean, why you gotta bring us down, Terence?
Him keeping us company.
Why you gotta bring us down? Oh, yeah. I had this moment. I had this thing going. All this positivity, and then you're like, "Oh, by the way, Venom Goblin, I was gonna punch you in the face." Yeah.
Well, at least Advanced Glider's not out yet, so we got that going for us.
I mean, yet we haven't even started the game, Terence. Of course.
I know. That's where you have the most hope.
Right.
At the start of the game.
Before you start. Nice. All right. Well, we do have a couple of old friends or young friends, as it were, out there. We got Victor Von Doom and Mary. Welcome. Thank you two for joining us. And Mary says you've got us too. That's right, Mary. Thank you. We do have you too. So, all right. Well, let's get back into it. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about what we're doing here. Just remember that Goblin basically killed Venom, took the symbiote, and became.
Well, Venom's still alive. Eddie Brock's still there.
Eddie Brock's still there? He's hanging out? I mean, they don't really say what happens to him, I guess.
Well, I mean, in the comic, they just have it's just like the sound thing, right? And he steals basically the symbiote in the comic.
Yeah, no, he's just like, ah. That's like the standard comic sound for stuff's not going my way. Right? Yeah. It's ah. Things are bad. Yes, so he stole the symbiote, but we do have everything set up this week. Except I forgot to change his health. So let's do that. I mean, 18
I was
health.
Fine with that. I was fine with that.
You're all right with 18 health? You're okay with that?
I mean, that's how I play him. 18 health. One player.
I mean,
one player.
That's how I play him solo too. It's so funny. Terrence is like, why don't you ever draw your cards before the game starts? I said, well, I don't want people to think we're cheating. But Terrence every time draws his card ahead of time, which is fine. I'm not gonna say anything against it. It's just we do.
Peter can tell you if I'm cheating or not. I guess he called me out on stream. But you can tell from last time I clearly did not cheat at my terrible hand beforehand.
Nice. All right. So I got 2 multitaskings of For Justice and Quake in my opening hand, along with a web shooter. Do I scrap it all except for the web shooter?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got plenty of thwarting stuff, right? Like.
Well, you say that, but last game.
But now I'm not going to draw anything. Yeah, that's going to happen. Okay.
Can't be sad about Maria Hill. You do have the swing in.
I do have a swing in. I got Maria Hill. I've got defense mechanism.
I mean, you're not playing Eros, let's be honest.
I mean, we went through this debate last time. Do I just hold them thinking that I get...
You know where I stand on that, but you do you, man.
And I mean, obviously, if I get rid of that, then I may as well get rid of defense mechanism as well, right?
Well, I mean, if you're going to play swing, you don't need defense mechanism. So it kind of depends on what you're planning on playing there.
I mean, I would like to play swing in. Obviously. All right, I'm drawing 2. And if I draw...
There it is.
Yep. So, but I got a double resource. So here you go.
So it kind of works out for itself, right?
Right. So, but now I have a 6-card hand. I can't draw that 7th card because I get to now search my hand and deck for Genki Lee. I mean, this is the ultimate in F you, you're both wrong. Right? like this is well, look, you got the double resource.
Or it means you're both right. That I feel like you could look at it that way, Mr. Negative.
I mean, sure. Does this mean I go first? Although we want you getting rid of my Thrall before I go. The negative is Maria Hill. So do you have a card that you could play from your hand? No,
it's fine, man. It's fine.
Okay. I mean, honestly, swinging might be more important than Maria Hill anyway on turn 1. All right, so you're just going, man. I see you flipped. Let's do this.
Yeah, I don't have any alter ego action, so I'm just going to flip. I mean, this is what you do, right? You just put a web bracelet in?
I mean...
This is how we do it?
You have 2 web bracelets, so that seems real good. I may as well
So I'll hit your dude, and I'm going to Skilled Strike to draw a card.
Okay.
I'll
ready,
put this
right?
in to play for free. Yeah, and ready. I'll play my other one,
Right?
and I'll also do that. Oh, did you do the 2? That was 6, right? Because I do
Oh,
2,
you want to actually
4,
do damage?
5. No, I hit for 7, right?
You hit for 7, so 5 goes on my... Oh, no, 4 goes on mine. And 3
Yeah, so
overkills?
3. Yeah.
And
And 1
remind
off
me...
of Public Outcry.
Hold on. So, oh, we have to...
He is tough. He is tough. He is tough.
Okay, so hold on. So, alright. So we should also
So
get our
get rid of his
starting
tough.
cards. Okay. So you have 2, I have 2. Let's start there. From
Is
this
it just
setup
2?
ability. And then we have another one for our symbiote armor for our setup here. Deal 1 face down encounter card to each player. So that's 3 each. And then, because of our symbiote suits, we each get an extra card. So we're about to draw 2
But
more
that happens
each.
on the
Right.
villain phase.
And then
so.
Public Outcry is going to give us another one. So,
Yeah.
there's all of that is about to happen. It's about that time.
Yeah, so I got rid of tough, and then I'm attacking him for 7 against a range symbiote, so then I do 5, so he's down
5
31.
overkill. So we're at 31.
Yeah. And I
And-
draw a card.
Ooh, crew quarters or armored vest?
I mean, for sure armored vest, right?
And then you can hold crew quarters?
Yeah, I think I just hold crew quarters.
I mean, in theory, I could give you the helicarrier right now.
You need it, though?
I don't know. Terrence, you make it sound like I've looked through my turn. I mean, I need a lot of stuff. If I'm going to do Swing In, Jefferson Davies, and Genki Lee, I'm going to need a lot of stuff, Terrence. But I got a Maria Hill also. Like, there's...
I mean, I just think with the damage we're taking, we probably want crew quarters.
Yes. So do you...
Oh, I also have 20 health.
Yes, not 10. That would be way better.
The alternative is we could helicarrier my crew quarters onto you. If you want it. Because you, in theory, should be flipping down more.
So you're going to put your crew quarters on me, so you want me to helicarrier? Is that what you're saying?
No, like, if you want it, I could give it to you. If not, it's fine. If you want to do other stuff this turn, that's also okay.
Yeah, let's just hold it for now. I just feel like I'm going to need all the resources I can get. We can retcon it, right? Like, worst case scenario.
I think you can't the moment you play Genki Lee and draw a card.
Yeah. All right. So do you want me to math it out then? All right. So we got Genki Lee for 2. So that'll be my energy. Then I draw a card. That card and my helicarrier will pay for Maria Hill, which will draw me another card, which would use to pay for my web shooter. So then my web shooter and Swing In will pay for Jefferson Davies, or my web shooter and Jefferson Davies will pay for Swing In. So in that case, I do need my helicarrier in order to get
just keep it. Just keep it.
Everything out. Unless I draw a double resource, which is about to happen. You know that, Terrence.
Well, you also have no idea what you're going to get from Genki. So
right.
Change your turn.
Yep. All right. So we're going to pay a double resource to put Genki Lee in. By the way, you want to pay attention to the chat. There's some stuff that's been said. How do you have leadership and justice, says Mary? Because it's the campaign. That's why I have Maria Hill. So during the campaign, you get to pick one card to be added to your deck. And I added Maria Hill. Terence added Retinal Display. So he has 3 copies of Retinal Display. So he has
Skill
3.
Skill Strike.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Retinal Display is the upgrade you have in front of you. You're slowly reading the card.
Yeah, so sorry. Yep, so you have 3 copies of Skilled Strike. So he has some aggression in his deck as well. So it's just a campaign thing. All right, so Genki Lee is going to draw me a card, which is Web Shot. I still think it's Swing In, right? Like, you're not worried about damage with me. So the question is, I mean, I don't think it's a question at all. I think it's Swing In, right? That way I get tough and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Jefferson Davies, I'll just, when I flip
Well, you
down.
play Marie Hill and see what card you get, right?
Sure.
Like,
so
use
1, 2.
Yeah.
To play Maria Hill. Draw a card. Yeah. That doesn't change anything. So an acrobatics puts in my web shot, which comes in with 3 counters on it, but I'm going to use one of them, so I'll put it down to 2. Oops. Well, let me put it at 3 because I have to flip over. If not, people call me out, Terrence. Have you ever noticed that? People call me out all the time. What's up with that? All right, so right now I thwart 4 because I have this card here. +2 thwart, but I have to do the one with the highest. So right now I thwart for 2 plus 1 for my symbiote suit plus 2. So that's 5 total, which is not enough to get rid of this.
That's fine. You have Maria Hill.
And Maria Hill thwarts for 2, right? So boom, boom. For a total of 7. Get rid of this garbage. Oh, and Terence, guess what? We forgot to move this down when you killed my thing, and you killed yours also. Boom. It's down to 3. Turn 1. It's funny, when we were talking about the campaign, it's like I said, putting things in front of you is not necessarily a terrible thing in the campaign, because this public outcry sticks around way longer, I feel like, early in the campaign than it does later, after you start getting extra enemies and extra side schemes early.
Wow. Depends what one card we draw right now during this villain phase.
Yes. Well, Terence, don't bring me down, buddy. All right. So which of these do we want to knock down? So 2 indirect damage, or discard a card. I feel like that's terrible early, or place a threat on each other side scheme. I mean,
it's 4, right? Do you just so it's the lowest that activates?
It's the lowest that activates. So I could knock this down to 0, or I could knock this down to 2, which would make it tied for the lowest. So then we can decide which of the top 2 we want. I feel like the bottom one's the right answer early, but I don't know. Leaving this at 6 is also not happy times. What is your preference, Terence?
Probably the bottom one, but only if we can manage the threat, I guess.
I mean, I should be able to manage the threat unless it just gets out of control like last game. All right, so I'm doing that. 1 resource there, 1 resource there to swing in. So I'm using my mental with my web shooter. This removes 4 threat from a scheme, and I get to do my camouflage. All right, so let's remove 4 from the bottom one. And then
I'll give him his confused.
He gets confused. I get tough.
He only gets fake confused, though.
I know. He's steady. So just for people who haven't watched this before, don't know what's going on. So he started with steady and tough. Steady means he needs 2 confused before he's actually confused. And then he has claim the throne. Force response. After Venom Goblin activates against you, move the glider counter to the main scheme with the least threat and resolve its special. So we have to basically pick which one of these has the least threat, because it's going to get resolved after every time he activates. So once against Terence and once against me. So this adds 1 threat to each scheme. This one would, whoever the character who's activating in would take 2 indirect damage, which isn't that bad considering we have 10 extra life, but it's real bad if he activates more. The more he activates, the worse that gets. And then this one is discard a card from your hand. And then if we had a symbiote environment in play, meaning if we lose one of these, so if we lose 2 of these, we lose. But once you lose one of them, you also trigger the symbiote ability on the scheme in play as well. Now, the original scheme we had at the beginning said, while there are no other symbiote environments in play, this card is considered a symbiote environment, so we had to get rid of that. So not only for the acceleration, but also because it would have triggered all these special good. I don't know. I'm starting to lean toward the 2 indirect damage. The only terrible thing is if they activate multiple times, right? Because that 2 adds up a lot. Whereas, worst case scenario, adding 1 extra threat each time isn't, I feel like, as bad as the 2 indirect damage on this first turn.
Yeah, I mean, it's your call, man.
No, I'm going to keep it the way it is. All right, so let's ready up. Draw up.
Oh, you get an extra card, right?
Don't forget, because of symbiote suit, that's right, we do get an extra card. All right. Oh, so I do have concussive blow. I have 2 of them, which is great. So if he does get Goblin Glider right off the bat, I do have a attack action that costs 3. In fact,
right off the bat. I hope if it comes, it'll be the last one.
Yes, and that way it doesn't activate multiple times.
Yeah.
All right, so first thing we do is add 2 threat to every scheme, which is what it is. And then he goes ahead and activates against you. So he's attacking you, Terence. What are you going to do?
I'll defend.
Okay,
with an expert defense.
He's attacking you for 3, and which one's expert defense? Remind me again.
+3, so I'm defending for 7, 8.
Defending for 8. He just gets a boost of 2, which, all right, that's that. So he's attacking for 5, so you defend it all. You ready and draw a card. So you're readying because of your dizzying reflexes. After you resolve an interrupt or responsibility event for Ghost Spider, you ready yourself. Now this is limit once per phase. Did you do this twice? Yep. Last phase?
Yeah, I did it on. No, I did it on Hero. I readied one time and I attacked twice because I readied.
Okay,
once.
You didn't ready a third time, but you did. This basically says same thing.
After yes, but I can draw. I can draw for both skilled strikes, right?
Yep, but not on the same trigger.
That is correct.
Max 1 per event. Okay, cool. So you drew your card up. You're ready to go. And now he is attacking me. I'm tough, so we're just letting this go through, I assume, right?
Sure.
All right, so he's attacking me for... Oh, no, we're not. So then we move this here, and every scheme gets 1.
And it rotates.
Wait, what do you mean it rotates?
Just the first player token rotated.
1, 2... Oh, yes. All right, so those 3 all get 1. So now he attacks me for 3, plus an extra 2. But all that gets eaten up by my tough, and then we do the same thing. Move it to the scheme with the scheme with the lowest threat, and add 1 to each. All right.
So I get 3 cards. Is that right? Yeah. Because of this.
Yep. So I get 2 extra. You get 3 extra. Did you get your 3 extra already?
Yeah, it does. It's so many. It doesn't fit in the row.
That's all right. So you get 6 cards. I get 5. Turn 1. Let's do this.
I'm fine with that.
That's fine. Yep. During discard an upgrade or support you control. Oh, you got rid of a free one? Okay. That's not the worst thing ever.
I mean, our invest also would be fine too, honestly.
I mean, yeah, potentially, but
okay.
Attached to the villain. So we got to decide if we want to get rid of that. Should get rid of the extra.
No, that's a player turn problem.
Yes, we don't have to decide right now. Correct. Surge
and
exhaust your identity. Do you have something to cancel that, or are you just going to exhaust? Or
I mean, do I have a choice?
I don't know, Terence. Do you? Oh.
Tax me.
Do you want me to block?
Should I cancel that activation? Probably not, right? Like we just jump? Call it a day?
Yeah, we'll call it a day. Because you can cancel it later, right?
Yeah, I can cancel a future attack.
All right. So he does get an extra boost icon on this. Oh.
You do get that.
He does come in play, engage with me. Nice. So yes, Terence, you should cancel it. So I don't have that. Now, he did activate. So let's not miss this trigger to add 1 threat to each scheme. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, that's not a boom, boom, boom moment. Not a good one anyway. Violent tendencies. Which one's this?
It gives him boost cards, basically. Unless you do 3 or more, then it removes it. But if
he still gets the boost card. The boost part of it is first. Yeah. Oh, there you go. So what's this? 2 counters?
Yep. All right. Survived half. I mean, half of the encounter cards.
Over half, right? Over half, let's say, at this point.
Well, we'll see how many.
Tracking display. Surge. Awesome.
Yeah, this is why it's kind of like. This is the one you can't defend.
Yeah, that's the one you can't defend. That's
why I was kind of like, I feel like we want to hold this.
Yeah, you can't cancel that, I assume.
I cannot cancel it. It may cost you your crew quarters, by the way, to do this. To cancel.
Okay. I mean, I'm okay with
that. There we go.
So that would add 2 to here, and remove this from the game. Public outcry is in play. Remove it from the game. Expert mode, this card gains surge also. So good news. Remove from the game. Adding 2 extra counters there just stinks, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have this guy, so we've got 2 counter removals here. Surge. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck.
There you go. Just keep the train coming.
Keep the surge train coming. So
you get 2 cards
surges,
on that.
And then I reveal the top one. The villain attacks you. Give the villain an additional boost card, and you can't defend, by the way.
Are you okay with burning crew quarters on this?
What does it do? Cancel?
Web binding just cancels the activation.
Yeah.
I need a mental. to pay for it, and I would like to keep unflappable.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So you're totally canceling the attack. I mean, the other thing is I have 19 health. I could just take it. I mean, it is an extra boost. That's the hard part.
I mean, do you not want me to do it? That's
I mean,
your call,
I'm not sad that you did it. How about that? Let's
All right,
now
let's
you do
just
get to draw a
cancel it
card,
for
right?
now, and I'll draw the card.
Okay, how did you pay for that? Doesn't it cost 2?
I did a ghost kick.
Oh, you did a ghost
And
kick and
reversed.
you're okay. Hey Terrence, I still have 5 cards in front of me, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, again, that's just removing removing these things. So I'm okay with that for sure. Surge. Result of special ability of the scheme with the glider counter. Okay. So that adds 1 more. No, wait. It canceled his attack, so we don't have to trigger that last time.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep. That's
Okay.
that's the other benefit of canceling it, right? It saves us 3 threat.
Wait. Oh, that one's surge too, though. So I should be adding another one here and resolving this. All right. The villain attacks you. Well, at least it's not extra boosted. And again, I'm at full health right now. We can't defend. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm just going to take...
It does have this, too, the plus boost.
Yep,
for
that's fine.
card.
And this is going to go off too, which is fine. Let's get rid of it. All right. So, it's 3. I don't even know what it is. I just see all this at the bottom. This activation is an attack. The attack deals indirect damage. Well, that matters literally 0 at all. So we're talking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for this, and then 2 indirect damage. 8, 9. Is that right?
Yep.
I mean, that happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. The villain and each minion engaged with you attacks. I might die here. Like literally might die. There's no canceling it, I guess.
Yeah, I can't cancel it.
Now I can block against these guys though, theoretically.
Yeah.
All right. So I take 2 more. So that's 5. This goes away. Good news, Terrence. Don't have to worry about that anymore. So that's 7 damage I took from that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then this attacks me for 2. And then this attacks me, but I'll defend against it. So nothing. Okay.
I mean, nothing. You're down to 1 health.
I mean, we got 2 more cards. Hopefully, I mean, it can't attack anymore, right? There's no possible way. Boom!
Definitely can.
One revealed the
There we
advanced
go.
glider. All right. So for those of you who don't understand the advanced glider, if the advanced glider is in play, the villain activates against you. It is not. Wait, I'm sorry. If advanced glider is in play, the villain activates against you. If it's not in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the advanced glider and reveal. Oh, so that's okay. So we have to search. So that isn't the advanced glider itself. It is the search for the advanced glider. So the advanced glider itself says, attach to the villain. After the attached villain activates against you, it activates you against you a second time. Oh, by the way, he attacked me. I forgot to add threat. And did he do that twice or just once? He did it twice, so I got to do it again.
How you doing?
I mean, I've got 1 health, and I'm not ready, and we have another card to draw. And if he activates against me, it'll happen a second time. Let's see. Give it to Miles Morales. Okay. Exhaustion.
You're discarding Genki.
I mean, I have to. It's not even a choice. Yeah. And if neither was discarded, all right. So the question is, do I flip down? That means I would end my turn flipped up.
That
Which
sounds bad.
Seems like a bad idea right now.
Yeah, because you want to do this to get rid of Glider, right?
Okay. So I'm getting rid of Genki.
But you can shuffle them back in when you flip down.
Yes. Good news, Terrence. We survived round 1 and you were at full health. I mean, that's a thing, right?
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have... Well, actually, it's fine. Because you wouldn't have been able to chump anyways.
I mean, there's literally not much I could do. Do you want me to focus on... I mean, the problem is there's so much threat. There's so much threat. And not much I could do about it, really. I got a web shot that I can do. I don't know.
I mean, you should for sure concussive blow.
All right, so we're gonna do that.
That would confuse them, right?
So, well, I discard concussive blow to do this.
Get rid of the glider.
So that gets rid of this. So hero action, discard any number of attack cards from your hand with a combined resource cost of 3 or more. That's why that card is in my deck. For that. Now I can, you're right, confuse him a second time if I actually concussive blow. And I do have a power of justice, which makes it not that painful to do. So do I do that and do I multitasking? Paid for it with web shot? So you use Wraith and Power of Justice to concussive blow? Oh, I can't concussive blow. I've got 2 guards in front of me, by the way.
That is true.
Now, I can still multitasking because I am allowed to remove it from any... This is the only one that's considered the main scheme. So I could remove from these 2 schemes if we wanted.
Do you web shot then?
Or do I just get rid of this garbage? Or a web shot. Do you want me to web shot to get rid of one of mine? I get rid of both of mine, in fact.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do that? Or do you want me to get rid of this? How do we get rid of this? I mean, I could also put in Wraith and get rid of this.
I would be very happy about that.
Exhaust character control and discard a random card. I mean, I feel like that's the right move, right? So 1, 2, 3 to put in Wraith. Then I exhaust her.
And you don't care what you discard.
No,
right?
I do. Actually, I'm going to multitasking first. Right?
Oh, right.
So I use the web bracelet to multitasking to remove 2 from 2 different threats. Or from 1, 2, 1, 2. I can't do it from this one because that is guarded by patrol. So I don't even have a choice. That's why I didn't even bother asking. Then I exhaust Wraith, discard a random card I control. Well, I have 1 card.
Surprise!
Oh. Now, hold on. Do you need my helicarrier? Because if you need... Oh, no, because I couldn't multitasking otherwise. Yeah, so that's fine. You have my helicarrier. So we do that to remove this. So now we can defend. I mean, I feel like we survived. I don't know if I'm going to survive this next turn because I can't do anything about my health.
You flipped down, dude.
Well, I know I flipped down, but I mean, there's indirect damage
Shuffle
stuff.
Genki back in.
Yep. Thank you for the reminder. And I'll draw a 7-card hand this turn, so I got that going for me. And you got my helicarrier. I don't know if you need my helicarrier.
It makes me feel sad about losing that crew quarters, man.
I mean, a little bit sad. Whoa, just a little bit longer.
Right. So I'm going to play Spider-Man. And I'll use your helicarrier, and I'll use this helicarrier for Unflappable.
Okay.
And then do I hold Phantom Flip for that 5 threat removal?
I mean, yes. Like, I don't even think it's a question, right? So wait, all these guys are staying up, huh?
Well, I can sort for 2, right?
Or, yeah, no, that's it. So the question is, do you take it off of this one?
Yes.
And that way, this is the one that'll activate again? Or do we not care about discarding a card? I almost feel like discarding a card's not as bad at this point. Maybe we just either take it off of this one or the top one. What do you think?
You can't take indirect damage. You die.
No, the top one. No, there's no way we're getting this one low enough that it's the one that activates.
Which one do you want me to do?
I don't know. Well, he's gonna scheme on this one anyway, right? Because that's all happens beforehand. So right now it is gonna be the top one anyway. So yeah, why don't you go ahead and remove it from the bottom one?
All right, let's do that then.
Yeah. So what is it, 2?
Yep.
There's a lot of symbiotes in front of me. Remember how I said it was just extra threat removal? Well, not quite yet. All right, so I do draw up to 7 cards. I got that going for me.
Ooh.
All right. I got 2 hit and runs in case that glider comes back out again. By the way, hit and run also in because of that. But hit and run's actually not terrible now. I mean, 3 cost is pretty terrible for it, but I can get rid of a symbiote and remove threat at the same time for 3 costs. Like, that doesn't feel terrible.
4 Justice feels pretty good too.
4 Justice feels very good, and I'm gonna have to rest because that's a given. All right. Well, I guess we worry about their turn first. So we're gonna add 2 threat to each. I am first player. He is going to scheme. So he schemes for 2 plus a flip. Oh, we never got rid of this, huh? That's not great. Oh well. So plus 3 more then. So we add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I got 2 symbiotes, so they each do 1, 2 more. Yep, that just happened. Oh wait, why doesn't Wraith have damage on him? Oh, because he doesn't. He didn't activate. He exhausted. That's right.
Yep.
All right. So you're getting attacked by him.
Yep.
Oh. I'm sorry. No. Then we do this, and is it a random card or just a card?
No. You get a pick.
I mean, one of these 2 hit and runs, right? Like, no chance I need 2 of them. All right. I mean, actually, I could use 2 of them, theoretically. Do I get rid of my web shooter?
Yeah, you could use.
Because I could kill both of my symbiotes with them.
That's your call.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of my web shooter.
I mean, the nice thing with any signature card, in theory, you can roll it back into your deck if you care that much.
Yep. And if you give me your Helicarrier, then I can do everything in my hand. And if you don't, I can still do everything in my hand. I'll just need to use my web shooter. So that's not terrible.
We'll see. It depends on how important Silk is.
All right. So for you, he is attacking you. You're defending. Doing anything else?
I'm gonna play Defiance.
Which one's that?
Ignore the card.
Okay.
So just put it to discard pile.
This activation and attack. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Get out of here. Get that trash out of here.
Now you ready? Also, ooh, George Stacy. It's about darn time. Oh, and a skilled strike. That doesn't make you sad, I'm sure.
No.
All right.
He does attack me. Do I eat this or do I chomp? Probably eat it, right?
You eat it. 3 damage. I mean, you never know what you're gonna need him for. Well, what does he do when he dies?
He gets to flip the top 3. He's basically like a better Wiccan. So you just feel worse when you flop 3 cards in a row.
I mean, the other option is you could block with him and just kill this dude, potentially.
No, it has to be the villain.
Oh, okay. Now, that doesn't trigger this thing, though, right? After attached villain takes any amount of damage.
That's correct.
Oh, no, it does trigger that. It says any amount of damage. Oh, from an attack.
From an attack.
Yeah. So it doesn't trigger that. All right. So he attacked you. You took the 3 damage. Now we just get I get 3 cards, you get 2? Is that correct?
That is correct.
I mean, it's about time for that. There is some chat between Victor Von Doom and 9 Down and Mary. Is any of it... Yeah, no, it looks like it's chat amongst them, which is great. Everybody keep the chat up. If you need...
Yeah, my favorite comment so far was the one where Victor says, "Ooh, Peter's taking a beating."
I mean, I definitely took a beating.
Like ooh, as in he's excited about it.
Oh, wait, Victor? Come on, Victor. What's going on there, buddy? Don't be...
Oh, no, he said oof. Oof, Peter getting his butt kicked.
Oof. Okay, all right. Change to hero form, then the villain attacks you. Wow. Okay. That just happened. So I have to do that, right? There's no, like, you may... Unless you could cancel it, or I mean, I could. Chump.
What is this? Hold on.
You can chump also.
Do you want me to chump?
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't make me sad. So he attacks you for 3, really 4 because of this. Plus, place a threat on the main scheme, each main scheme without the glider token.
So basically the highest ones.
Yep.
I flip top 3.
All right. Oh, okay.
I'm not sad to see that go.
All right. Well, that's a 0.
I'm not sad about that one either.
That's a 0 also. I mean, come on. Seriously?
I mean, I feel like Shaz the past. You can't be sad.
I mean,
honestly,
yes.
Webbed Up is pretty great too. Like Webbed Up is like pretty awful. because I already discarded Night Nurse.
But still, like, all right. So he takes 3 damage, and again doesn't trigger
2
this because it's not an attack.
It's 2 damage.
Or 2
isn't it?
damage. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you, those flips are terrible always. Surge. Attached to the villain. Oh, this is the one I hate. That is the terrible one.
That's fine. I just get rid of symbiote too, right?
Well, I can't. That is for darn sure. If I get rid of symbiote suit, I am at -9 health. Attached to the goblin. Attached hero. You can spend all those to discard it. +3/+3. I mean, ow.
Okay.
All right. I mean, okay. So we've got. Hold on. We've got 4 things to get rid of now. We just need one more thing.
How are we getting rid of all those hit and runs?
I mean, I got 2 hit and runs to get rid of 2 of them. You can punch with your overkill skilled strike to ready again and kill the other 2, right? We got this, Terence. We built this city.
All right, resolve it. Oh wait, I have to discard a card, right?
Oh crap, we haven't been doing that, by the way. He resolved against me, so I do have to get rid of something. So I got to get rid of a hit and run, I guess, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Wait, did you defend for me? No, you didn't. No, you chumped for me, so that would be you, actually. I hate to tell you, Terence. Sorry. So you gotta get rid of 2 cards. That is you, not me.
I guess Defiance.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, you're not. It's fine.
So you had to discard 2 cards then. 1 for the attack
Do
from
I
me.
get rid of Phantom Flip? I feel like I can't, though.
I mean, if he attacks here, that would be awful, right? With the +3. Surge. Which one's this? Okay, so if we can get rid of all this, then public outcry goes away.
All 5?
Yeah, and by the way, it's like physically impossible with you having like 0 cards. Plus, if we want to get rid of this thing, which I don't know that we care about. If I don't know, do you care about him having +3?
I do a little if we can't. If he has overkill.
No, I gotta get rid of that overkill. I gotta.
I'll get rid of this.
Oh yeah, you have to get rid of it. That's right. I can't because
I'm doing that at the end of my turn. After I get my +1 upgrade.
Yeah. No, that sounds like a good idea. So
Okay,
your first player.
So I'm gonna skilled strike here for 7 against Symbiotic Berserker.
So it's 2 overkill.
Yeah.
And again, it's
which
not an
triggers
attack
this.
against them, so it's not a issue. And you're ready.
Which readies me. All right.
So mine just has guard. It does not have whatever. You're not going to be down, are you? So yours seems worse than mine. Mine's going to add 1 threat, but...
Did you lower this?
No, I did not. Why, you think you can kill 2 of them?
No. Just tracking.
All right. I mean...
I
would love to be able to get rid of 2 of them.
Do I want Silk? There's only 4 cards left, so I think that's probably not.
I mean, how many of those Find the Glider cards are there? Are there 1 or 2?
There's only 1, I think.
Okay, well that's out, and Shadows of the Past is out.
Just multiple attacks suck.
Oh, you can use Phantom Flip?
I think I kind of have to, right? I mean, look at the threat.
Yeah, no, I don't mind you doing that. Like, on the bottom one is where I guess we're going to have to do it. Now, the question is, do I thwart or do I heal this turn? I can thwart.
Wait, how are you flipped up? Aren't you flipped down?
No, remember? He made me flip up and attacked me.
Oh, yeah.
With that BS card. So I could thwart this turn.
I know. Do you? I mean, I guess it's your call.
And I'm going to remove 2 from 2 different schemes.
Question, are you using your helicarrier?
You can have my helicarrier. Although that means I can't hit and run twice.
Fine.
So what are you doing? You're using my
I'm
helicarrier?
gonna kill my dude in Phantom Flip. No.
Okay, which one do you want to take it off?
Do you want bottom or do you want another one?
Extra threat seems bad right now too. I don't mind discarding cards. I know it's you been the one doing it, but
I don't mind if you discard cards. Is basically what you just said.
By the way, you got rid of this over. Oh no, not yet. You haven't.
No.
What are your? Yes, I mean that is what happened there. By the way, like I'm not gonna lie, that was the thing. What are your thoughts, man?
I don't care. It's fine. I mean, I'm gonna have, I guess, a smaller hand, but it's fine either way. We got to get the threat under control.
So which one do we want to take it off of? I mean, we can't let this one trigger. That would kill me.
Okay, let's drop that to 10.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we drop this one, that's not necessarily great. Although, if I thwart for 5, it would be off of this one.
So what do you want?
And then I can decide where I hit and run in for justice.
So do you want me to just do the lower Manhattan?
You can
like
do
10,
the
50?
middle one. I think that's the right call.
All right.
I think.
And then I'll burn Symbiote Suit and get rid of Arm Cannon.
There's no way you can
Is
poke
there
for
no-
one, huh?
Is there no world where you can get rid of Weir 1?
I mean,
that
there's
true?
a world I could do it. I'm sacrificing a for justice to end one of my 2 hit and runs. I'm okay. Or no, I could lose my web shooter. So just for justice. So 4 threat removal. Oh no, yeah, I wouldn't be able to double hit and run then either. Yeah, that would literally cost me. I mean, I could just lose a hit and run, which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world. What do you think?
I just think a 6 attack is pretty high.
All right, so I'm doing those 2 in this. That's 1 of each resource. Do I have to do anything else?
No.
Okay, so that's gone. Does that have surge on it? No. So that's actually not bad also. Like, I don't mind that going away before he shuffles too. And that just is what it is. Like, I lost 1 hit and run. All right.
Yeah.
I am going to thwart. I have to thwart the highest one, which is this, which is not the main scheme, so the patrol doesn't stop me.
It doesn't matter. Your retinal display.
Oh. Do I ignore? No, I ignore Crisis. Oh, and Patrol. Oh. Wait a minute. We missed that last game, I feel like. I was like, oh, I can't thwart because there's... Yeah, I missed that last game, I feel like. Is what it is. All right, so I'm going to hit and run. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. 2 damage and remove 2 from a scheme. So
I'll drop this to 2.
One of these is dead. And then do we put it on this bottom one or do I... Oh, I can't take it off the top one again because of patrol, right? Because that is considered a thwart. So I guess it's the bottom one because I don't want this one going off. It's not great, but is what it is. And then for justice, should I do that on the top one? Oh, I can't. Again, he's got patrol.
So you could do Manhattan for 2 and the bottom one for 4.
So I would have done 2 there and then 1, 2, 3, 4 here.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Good call.
And that's a good amount of threat. I mean, I removed 5 as well.
Yeah, I remove a decent... I mean, I could Wraith and kill this guy too, by the way. Do we want that?
I think you probably should do that.
I mean, it's 1 less threat.
Yeah, exactly.
Now he takes 2 damage for that. But that's... Oh, did you get rid of your symbiote suit? So that's also 1 less damage, or 1 less card we're getting at the end of the round. And all we got to do is remove 1 more to get rid of this.
Sorry, I was 1 short of greatness.
I mean, yeah, well, I mean, it's still pretty great. I mean, oh, and then I get to shuffle something back in. So I feel like the swing in, right? I mean, I don't even think there's a second thought about it. Right?
Yeah. Swinging or Webster, I guess. I would probably be the ones I would consider.
By the way, I still don't have the card that gives me a mental resource for thwarting events, which would have been nice.
Sense of Justice.
Yeah, would have been nice like 10 years
You
ago.
also don't have a double life, which also turns out would be very nice.
I mean, at this point, yes. I got a double life in my opening hand. I did. So at least I've seen a double life.
Wait, you've seen a double life and you didn't shuffle it back in?
You think I should shuffle that in instead of swing in?
It's up to you. That's fine. Nah, swinging's fine.
I mean, swing in removes 4. I remove 5.
It would confuse him too. That's kind of nice.
The confuse and give me tough is the part that I'm like really like digging on here, right? So I draw 7 cards. Good news. Bad news, still no swing in. I do have web shot. And between web shot and an acrobatics, I could do a decent amount of damage this turn. By the way. And I could even do power within to to stun him. Between that and web shot. I also have double life though, which feels pretty good. And Genki Lee, which also feels pretty good. Although I have no double resources and no like fists beside Genki Lee, so double life doesn't feel as good in that situation.
No defense events though. Doesn't feel good.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't feel good at all, Terence. All right, so let's go 1 2 1 2 1 2. Right.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. I could have taken 4 off of this top one after if I killed the patrol first with stupid Wraith. I actually could have done that. Would that have been better?
I
mean, I feel like we could lose this right here. Like, I don't feel like it. I know we can lose this right here. Oh, no, because it's going to move first before I activate. It's actually going to be on the bottom one.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so he activates against you first. So unless you actually just cancel the...
No. What are your thoughts on chomping this? Is that a bad idea?
Well, let's see what this says. The villain attacks. After that attack ends, if your identity took no damage, I feel like we have to chump it, right?
No, that's a hero action.
Oh, stupid. Yes. Never mind. So you want me to chump it with Wraith?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could defend if we really need to, but it'd be nice.
No. I mean, if you have no defense events, it doesn't make sense. So I'm going to chump it with Wraith.
I feel good about that.
That would have sucked.
Because that's a 4 boost on top of a 4 attack, 8. Yeah, that would drop me down to 2 health.
Yeah, no, that would have been bad, Terence. That's what we in the industry call bad. Hold on a second. All right. So then activate the bottom scheme. Okay, then he attacks, or he schemes against me. So that's 2 plus 1 plus 1. So it's 2 plus 2 is 4.
Yeah.
Now it goes to here, and so I do have to discard a card. I mean, Jack Flag ain't coming in. Ain't no chance. I love you, Jack Flag. 0 chance. I got 4 extra resources sitting around this turn to play you. So there's that. What's Qzar? 1 threat
Quasar.
from each, or Quasar. Yeah. It's not terrible.
I mean, it's not terrible.
I mean, yeah. If I can't get off web shot, power within, that might be a good second option. Okay. So that was all that, and now we draw cards. It's only...
Did you do this?
Oh, yes. He has 1. All right. So we're only getting 3 total cards. No, we're not. Stupid, this is still up. Gosh darn it, 2 each. Oh, and an acceleration token. Now that token goes on this top scheme specifically. So that's one of the other intricacies of this one. It goes to a specific scheme.
Wait, how many do I get? I get 1, and then 1 more for suit?
That and my symbiote suit. Yeah. So
2 each.
So we each get 2. And pray.
Villain schemes. Should we cancel this?
If he gets a bad boost, I mean, he'd have to draw a 3 boost for us to lose it.
Are you thwarting a lot next turn?
I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't really have anything to thwart with.
I think that means yes, I am canceling this, right?
Okay. I mean, don't forget, we did just shuffle in some crazy crap over here, and I don't have whatchamacallit in my hand to get rid of a glider. I have an attack event there. Oh, I do have 3 points of attack event. Actually, I could cancel it. So, never mind.
Do I cancel this or we let it pop?
I don't know, man. Terence, it's a 50-50 call. We're going to be wrong either way. So, which way do you want to be wrong? What are your thoughts?
I could go either way.
I know. That's what it is. So, flip a coin. Flip a Terence. And how about the peanut gallery? Anybody have any thoughts on?
I mean, how bad will you feel if we get Shadows of the Past?
I mean, how bad do we feel if this pops right here because we draw a 3 boost? I mean, it's 6 of one, half dozen the other. Like, again, either way, it's gonna be bad. Like, you know that, Terence. There's no getting out of this being bad.
So am I doing it? Or we let go?
Again, so which would be worse? A Shadows of the Past right now or this popping? I mean, if this pops, we have one less thing to worry about. But we have, like, terrible stuff on here the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather this pop, honestly.
All right.
It's
Peter's
14,
made the call.
It's 14 less threat I got to deal with. So he schemes for 2 plus the 1 here. Oh, that's it. Didn't pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's at 19 out of its 20. Now, if one of these has insight, now I feel real bad.
Right. I guess I'm canceling that.
Okay.
Do 1 damage.
Oh, no. Then, I'm sorry, Terence. You got to discard a card anyway, because that triggered. So you discarded your card, and now you're canceling it? Oh, no, it wouldn't have done that. I'm sorry, don't discard a card. Draw your card back. That would have actually moved to here then, and you would have taken 2 indirect damage.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
So now do you want to cancel again is the question.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Well, do we?
Because it moved. It moved. I just thought about that. Well, then
I'll move
then
down.
It's going to move to here.
I got to cancel it. You have to cancel it.
All right, so you canceled it.
He takes the damage.
Does he, Terence? Is that supposed to make me feel better? That he took a damage there?
I mean, it's like a weak pirouette punch, but it's a pirouette punch, right?
All right. So now he activates against me. Okay.
Okay.
That's a thing. Attached to your identity, when your hero would attack, discard webbed up. Oh, yeah. I'm not worried about that at all. Although, yeah, I guess web shot just went out the window for this turn, and Power Within doesn't though. I can still Venom Blast on that. Okay. So I'm webbed up. That's the thing. All right.
What do you have here? You do have Quasar.
I do. After Quasar enters play, I mean, that doesn't feel terrible. I mean, all of it feels terrible. Let's be honest. All of it feels real bad right now. The only thing that feels good is we're about to lose this garbage. Public outcome.
I can get rid of that.
Which one?
I can get rid of both of these.
Okay, I like that. All right, well, go ahead, and you're first player now, right?
No, you're first player, right? No, I'm first player?
9 down says, which way do you want to be wrong? And starts laughing. It was in front of me for some reason.
No, remember, I revealed my cards first. You just popped yours.
Oh, okay, so you switched it to me.
Yeah.
So I don't have any... All right.
You're an alter ego, so do your alter ego things. Do you want Genki Lee? I mean, you ain't playing Web Shot.
Yeah. All right, so here's Web Shot.
And you ain't playing Arachnobatics.
And here's Arachnobatics, so there's Genki Lee. Draws me a card. Oh.
There you go.
I mean, sure. Except I can't play it this turn. But I can hold it. So that's fine. Right? I think I hold it and play Quasar, right? With my helicarrier?
Sure. If you want. Or do you heal and then... Oh, I guess you don't have the physical, right?
I don't have the physical. That's the problem.
And you didn't...
I did not discard a physical this turn. No, Genki Lee was my only potential to get physical.
No, never mind.
So, I Quasar? Or do I not heal? And hear me out here. And I do Power Within.
To do what? What does Venom Blast get you?
Gets 1 stun on him. And I mean, what it lets me thwart is really the thing. I get to thwart down that 19. Which right now, I don't have any way to thwart down that 19.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I'm going to be sitting on 1 health, but I don't know that I have a choice.
I mean, I think you got to play Quasar to basic jump for you, right?
So play Quasar, don't worry about Power Within. Are you using your helicarrier this turn?
I was thinking about it mostly so I could Ghost Kick to kill your dude. Because I would like to stash Young Love.
I mean, that seems like something to do.
But, you know, I can spend Young Love instead if you want.
I mean, I don't know. When are we going to both be down? I don't know that we're ever going to be able to afford to both be down anytime soon. Like, how long are you going to hold it?
I'm just going to stash it.
Well, okay, I see your point.
So, but that's your, like, if you don't want me to hold it, I'm
well, the question is, how important is Venom Blast? I guess it's not that
very
important, right?
Why is it important?
Well, and then I could keep Sense of Justice in my hand too. So do I heal?
You only need
I can't
1,
heal.
2, 3.
Yeah,
that's
all right.
the thing.
So 1, 2, 3. Put Quasar in. Sure moves a threat.
So Quasar just
from everything.
Well, actually, you could Hail Mary this.
What do you mean?
Like, well, wait. This is lowest. So we're about to take damage. Is that true?
Yep.
So, because Quasar can thwart for 1, right?
I mean, Quasar can take the 2 damage. No, not if he jumps for me. No.
No, I just mean Quasar can thwart for 1 here to drop this to 17. But I guess that goes up
we
by
had
3.
3, yeah. I mean, is there any way we survive this round?
I mean, I think we have to take the flip, the card, right? Like, you have to heal.
So we're just going to lose this, is what we're saying.
If you don't play Quasar, yeah, I mean, I think we have to, right? Do you have is there a better plan here?
I don't know. I mean, it's all terrible, right? Like, that's the problem right now. Like, losing the top is pretty bad too, because now we're going to take a 3rd indirect damage. I mean, the only thing is if you got defensive events and could block from me. But we don't know that right now. Wait, and you have no way to remove threat, right? Well, you can thwart.
No.
You can thwart.
No.
Oh, you thwart for 0. Huh. Yeah. So if I block, then I'm going to take 3 damage from this. So there's no way to get this lower. There's no way to get this lower. We're really just kind of stuck right now.
I basically have to block for you.
You would have to block for me.
then I would take 4 damage each, right? So I'd be down to 1 health.
4 damage each or 3 each?
Well, I mean, it would be 2 indirect twice.
Right. So you'd be at 1 health.
Assuming I take no other damage from defending.
Right. So do we give up the top or not? I feel like
you have to. Is there a choice?
All right.
I mean, to be fair, you can. I guess there's Quasar, right? You could indirect. But I feel like you have to heal.
Okay. So I flip. I mean, well, actually, we do have a choice. I could stay down here.
What does that do for us?
That means that he thwarts this and the counter moves to here. Oh, but that doesn't help our situation.
How's that help?
That doesn't help, Terence. Well, it means I don't have to take 3 indirect damage is what it means, really. Or, yeah, because it's going to be 3. So what are we doing with Quasar? Nothing? He's just going to take the damage for us?
I mean, you can, I don't know, you can have him thwart for 1 or something.
I mean, that's 1 less. Oh, no, because he's going to block. Yeah, all right. This is not going well, Terence. I feel like we're finally like starting to get in control, but we're still not in control. All right, your turn. That was way too much thinking.
Kill this guy. Ghost kick. Ready.
Come on, draw it. That wasn't what we needed. If I had stayed down, you could have come down and Young Loved.
I think I'd do this. Get rid of this.
I mean, that seems good. Yeah.
Unless you want me to hold Young Love.
No. I don't care about Young Love. I literally don't see how we're going to both be down. Well,
Double life.
It might happen next turn, but...
Double life.
Oh, that's true.
He's gone too, because I ghost kicked him. So the question is, do I punch him?
I mean, what else are you going to do?
And give him the extra boost card? I guess that's fine if you're jumping, right?
So this is gone forever, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Do I punch him to basically get rid of violent tendencies? Probably, right?
I mean, oh yeah, because it's going to get chumped anyway, is what you're saying.
I mean, that's my theory. So 4.
Okay. So violent tendencies goes away. He gets a boost. Okay. We're getting there. One step at a time. So I ready up. I draw 5 cards. All right. I mean, I got swing in, which is good. It means one of us can flip down. I mean, we're both going to need to flip down, honestly, with that 3 indirect damage. It's just going to be what it is. All right, so we lose this. Wait, does this go down to a different one? Do you remember?
What?
Does this go... No, this...
No.
Right.
It just stays, I think.
So we do lose this, though. All right, and then this one gets 2. This one gets
and each
2.
acceleration from here to the main scheme with the least threat. So it goes down to here. Does tell
so
you.
I think we decide the order it goes. Like, I assume that, like, it doesn't get acceleration this turn.
No. So I think
because it doesn't say what order it happens in. Yeah,
I think it happens at the same time.
Simultaneous. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so now he is going to attack me.
Yep.
I am going to chump with Quasar. Okay.
Does gain overkill?
Place 1 threat on each main scheme without a glider counter. So that's that one. This boost is an attack. It gains +2 boost icons. This attack gains overkill. Well, I'm dead. Right? Like, so he takes 2 of that damage. I mean, all right. So this one's done.
6 minus 2, right?
6 minus 2. is 4.
It's 4.
And then 3 indirect damage. Because this moves to here, and I take 3 indirect damage. It didn't go well, Terrence. Not for me.
Are we reloading? Is that...
Well, what do you think? You want to keep trying,
Sure.
or do you want to reload it?
I mean, not at stage 1.
Okay.
It's not like we can race the villain down.
All right. We're doing this, guys. All right. So that was terrible in all the ways. Brant, we did last pass 3 rounds, though.
Is that what you tell Brant every time?
I mean, look, the over-under was 3 rounds. We've gone to over every time. All right. I'm shuffled up. Shuffled up. Shuffled up. Let's do this. This is all right? Yep. Okay. I got Genki Lee in my opening hand, so I can discard him, and now I don't have to worry about any of that garbage. All right. Arachnobatics is going away. Arachnobatics is going away. Concussive Blow is going away. Do I keep multitasking or not? I think not, right? Draw 5 more. Did you shuffle up, draw up, Terrence?
Not yet.
I'm getting rid of Jack Flag. Keeping Sense of Justice with this. I got that. Web Shot's going away. Goodbye. I draw 2 more, and then I get Genki Lee. All right. This is a decent starting hand. I got double life, which I don't really need, but I got a web shooter. I got 2 web shooters. I got a Genki Lee. All right. Sense of Justice on turn 1, Terrence. You believe it? Do you believe in miracles?
No. Maybe.
All right. How's your first turn looking?
Terrible.
So discard everything. You get 2 mulligans, right?
I already used them all in.
Oh.
Care about this? I don't think I do.
9 Down says, I'll say it again. Next week's episode title. This time it's personaler.
Personaler?
Nice. Yes.
Nice.
Well, I'll tell you, if we lose right here, we're probably not doing next week. We have plans for next week. Actually, stay tuned to the end. There's contest information, and we've got plans for next week. So we do have a contest for those of you who haven't seen our last 2 episodes. We are going to have a contest, so stick around until the end to see how you can win your very own Kanahiro swag.
Peter likes swag, so it can't be too terrible.
Swaggy. It's not sleeves. That's what that means. All right. Hey, you got Stacy on turn 1 this time. That feels much better than not having George Stacy on turn 1. You readying him in double defiancing? Well, you might need it to pay.
Yeah, I might need him to pay. Phantom Flip. Where do you want it?
Oh, I guess we should take our... just to make us feel good.
I'll kill your dude. And then burn both of these.
Oh, so removing 5 threat. So
did you do that off Midtown?
Yeah, I think Midtown. Am I going to be able to get the 2 off of this? I can do 5. How am I going to get the other 2?
Worse, you swing in.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So that was your turn?
No. I get to draw a card.
And you get to ready, right?
Yeah. And I get to ready.
You can overkill
So
your
kill
dude?
this guy.
So
Yep, so I got rid of Tough, and somehow I got half his health down.
He's at 36. That's the only thing that I messed up.
So he takes just 5 minus 2, 3.
I feel like that's how that last game started.
Well, this time I do have a pirouette punch in under George.
Mary says we would call this attempt the repersonalizing. Nice. And Mary says it's nice swag. Yes. All right. So let's keep going. I am going to get rid of that side scheme, but in order to do that, first thing I need to do is put in Genki Lee. So I feel like I pay my web shooter and my helicarrier to put in Genki Lee. Then I use Genki Lee to draw a card, hit and run, which I may hold on to. Because with all these cards, the glider is pretty certain to come out. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. So I'm going to Sense of Justice for sure. I don't know if I'm going to have the ability to hold on to it. Oops. That is not Sense of Justice. Alright. So Sense of Justice. I'm going to flip. Then I thwart to remove 5. And then I swing in. So yeah, I'll put my web shooter in. So the question is, do I use my web shooter or hit and run? The question is, I guess, do I hold hit and run to make sure we have something to get rid of the glider next turn? I do draw 6 cards. And I have... Let's see. I have no... oh, no, I do have 1 concussive blow. So I still have 4 3-cost attacks here. I feel like I got to hold hit and run and just use 1 use of my web shooter. I feel like I would feel terrible if I didn't get something and that came up, right? We got to give ourselves the best chance. All right, so swing in removes 4 threat and gives me tough. And gives him... so this is gone. That's down to 3. Yeah, I feel like this gives us the best chance at surviving this. All right. Let's ready up, draw up. I get 5 cards. I mean, getting Sense of Justice turn 1 feels pretty good. Yeah, and I would not have had the attack cards. So, I guess to some degree, it's a good thing. All right, Terence. So you're getting 6 cards. Oh well, let's.
Well, you got to do acceleration, man.
Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wait, we're doing this? I guess we're taking damage.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a choice. Like I could not do anything about it. I think you're the one who took it off of Midtown instead of the bottom one. Just want to point that out. Do you want to rethink that?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I feel like every time you tell me you can keep the threat under control, and that's just not true.
Well, I mean, last turn, if this was the threat, we would have just died. Right? I mean, there's that. Like, we would have literally died turn 1 if it was this one going off last turn. So, I don't know that there is a right call here, but I feel like taking 2 damage several times is not going to be great for us. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. Go ahead and...
Well, if it's a fast game, you can reload real quick.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. We'll get to a 3rd game tonight. All right. So you get attacked. You're defending?
Expert defense. Expert defense? Do I need this card? Let me see.
I
probably should use a defense.
I'd like to remind you the time we won, I did keep the threat under control very easily.
Yeah.
Move the glider counter to the main scheme with the most threat and place a threat on that scheme. Okay.
What? No, I defied it.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
So yeah. So take 2 damage then. All right. Where are we at? So he is now attacking me. I am obviously taking it. So my tough goes away, and then I take 2 damage. All right. This is where the fun happens, Terence.
It's where the magic happens.
Why don't you just...
All right.
Surge. Let's start with that. And take 2 damage. I mean, it really doesn't matter which card in what order, right? They don't attack you.
Attack, see. Do I just eat the opening one?
I mean, you're going to take 2 more damage as well. That's your call.
Do I care if I flip down? Probably not. Right?
I mean, I have been wrong all day, so I'm going to let you make the call here. If we both flip down, we can young love. I mean, the nice
Or
part
not
about
flip down, but do I care if I... No, but I want this mental for... What is that crossfibers? I guess I have young love. It comes down to it.
What you gonna do? I mean, we still have 5 more cards. We can't. We just got to make a call. You just taking it?
Yeah. 3. Place 1 threat on each scheme without the glider.
Okay, I'll do that. And then you take 5. Is that right?
Yeah.
He attacks you again. That's why I said we can't overthink this. He's just gonna keep attacking us. Like we've seen this story too many times. So you're defending it?
Yeah.
What's this?
So 5 against my 7 or something.
Yep, but you take 2 from this.
Yeah.
Surge attached to the villain.
Shouts the past.
Do you have a canceller?
Do.
Okay, that feels good. That feels real good, Terence. So wait, how are you canceling this?
Pirouette punch.
Ah, pirouette
Takes
punch.
3.
He takes 3 damage. Okay, Shadows is gone. All right, everybody drink-ish. Do they have to drink for that? I'm not sure how that works. That
That's
feels
not great.
bad. I mean, of course. I mean, it is what it is. All right. So now just 5 left. Okay.
Okay.
2 bomb counters. Okay. I mean, is what it is. I'm not gonna say anything. Attached to the villain.
That's fine.
I mean, schemes. Okay.
I feel like in the grand scheme of things, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. 2 + 1 is 3. So I got to discard a card, which I'm sure you're also okay with. Jefferson Davis Eros, right?
Well, no, because then we want to do it. We want this, right?
Yeah. Well, I have to discard a card for this.
Well, I just mean you want a character to exhaust for.
Oh, I got
tracking
you.
this way.
So do I get rid of Jefferson Davies?
I mean,
Or web
that
shot?
or web shot. Well, it'd be nice to kill stuff, I
Exactly.
guess, potentially.
Hit and run then? Well, I mean, this could be Glider, right? And I would be real sad.
I think it's Jefferson.
It's got to be Jefferson.
Like the thing with Jefferson, you can always shuffle him back in.
Yes. All right. And a throw. I mean
that feels okay.
I mean, that is. I mean, we only have very little threat. The problem is you're webbed up with all this in front of us. It's that definitely feels like the best first turn we've had, though. Which isn't saying a whole lot, I guess, at this point. For justice, I mean, I feel like that's a no-brainer, right? Do you need to flip down or want to flip down? What do we? All right. Well, we said I'm playing arrows, right? So let's start with. Am I playing arrows for sure?
I mean, it'd be nice to get rid of tracking display, but.
Be nice to get rid of what?
Tracking display.
Where are you looking at? Oh, this thing.
Yeah.
Exhaust. I mean, that means I also have to discard a card. So do I for justice or do I web shot then? I mean, I feel like web shot. I feel like threat's not the main issue this turn, and I'm thwarting for 5. Right. So let's go ahead and
have because if you do 4 and then 2 here, then that kills 2 people.
Yeah. So all right. So I'm just gonna web shot. So do you want my helicarrier? No. I need to use my helicarrier. And I'll get rid of, for justice, it doesn't really matter, to web shot. So web shot, deal 4 damage to an enemy, and then I get to do a venom blast. So I will get rid of one of mine, right? And yours? Oh, Terence. You know what feels real bad?
Wait, did you kill mine? You can't, right?
Oh. Wait, you're no, not that one. I'm sorry, this one. Right?
Sure.
And this is down to 1. And there's no way I assume you can do any amount of damage.
No.
Did I use mental to pay for him? I used my double resource card. I did, so I can confuse 2 things. 2 minions. Well, we'll confuse mine. I guess we confuse yours, which doesn't matter at all. He's not thwarting, darn it. Not thwarting. So I'm exhausting him and discarding hit and run to get rid of this, right?
Yeah. So do I ditch Young Love then?
Each character cannot defend against... Yeah, no, we can't have that out. Like, that is for sure. Well, the other option is I can go down if you want, and you could Young Love literally this turn.
It's double thwart though, right?
I mean, it is.
Do you want? Should we do that?
I mean, I don't care that much about the extra threat.
I mean, that's a justice problem, right?
That's a me problem. And then I could draw a card also with Genki and figure out if I want to keep it or not. So, you want me to go down? Are we going down? We're going down. I'm making the call.
You're making the call?
I got to hit and run. We'll see if I keep that or not. Probably not. Although, if the glider comes
Advanced
out...
glider. Did you shuffle something in?
Oh, I didn't. Yeah. So, actually, before I draw that, that's a good call. Do I want... What's Jefferson Davies, or do I want Swing In? Terrence? I mean, I feel like Swing In's always the right call.
Swing In?
Jefferson's fine, but like I feel like Swing In's always the right call there.
So heal 3 each.
I got Quake, which isn't terrible. All right.
Yeah.
Are you playing? You're just holding. All right.
I
So
mean,
I'm gonna hold Quake.
I feel like it's bad to lose these, but
yep.
We'll see.
I'm drawing up. Oh, I got a Maria Hill, and I won't be first player. That seems to happen quite a bit. I got a hit and run and a concussive blow. So we got that going for us, which means I have like nothing. I'm going to have to just hold those, I think. I'm going to have to hold one of them.
We'll see how terrible this turn goes.
Yeah, we will see. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Is this like a Brant turn right here? Double flip down?
I mean, hey, I've confused all the minions. You're 0 thwarter, confused. All right. So we did that. Now he is going to scheme against me. So he schemes for 2 plus this flip. Resolve the special ability of the scheme with the regular. All right. So first thing we do 2 here. Then I got to discard a card. I feel like of all the terrible things in the world, that is not the worst. Do you think you're going to need my hit and run? Probably. I don't know, because you're webbed up for a while, right?
Yes, for a little bit.
I mean, I don't know that... Oh, I have web shot. There you go. Okay. I don't know. Well, concussive blow... I'm not going to need concussive blow this turn. Right? Alright. Concussive blow gone. Like, I got to get through my deck, because all my 3 costs...
Doesn't it go to lowest? Isn't that... Oh, this is just the boost.
It's just this. So we do have to put 2 on here. Yeah, that's just the boost. Then we got to do this also, which adds 1 to everything. All right. Then he schemes against you. For 2 plus 2 is 4.
2. You have a bunch of thwarting in hand?
I do. I have
nice.
multitasking. Yep. I've got
Maria.
Maria. I've got...
And card draw.
Yeah. Plus, I've got Genki Lee for more card draw, so we'll see what happens. All right. So that was all that stuff. So now I take 3, you take 2.
Well, yeah, get rid of these confused cards, man.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes. I mean, I feel like this is going away in a second, which makes me very happy.
How's it going away?
We kill one of these dudes. It's gone, right? As long as we don't draw that BS card, which...
How am I killing it? I'm webbed up.
I can kill it. I've got a web shot.
Oh, nice.
And
And then you can stun my dude, which will be nice, honestly.
Yeah, I'll kill mine and stun yours and put 2 damage on him. Baron's Basement says a Brant turn, and he laughs about it, and then he says, so flipping to alter ego is a Brant move? It sure is. Brant, the only one in the game that flips to alter ego. We're convinced of that. All right, so let's flip here. Ooh, that's a thing.
That's a bad card to get on the first flop.
What is it? Each tech attachment gains surge. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a good one. Let's put it that way. Alter ego, change your form and the villain attacks me. Well, there's that as well. Do I Eros this? I think so, right? I mean, I am at full health. What is your thought on me just eating this versus Eros? I mean, Eros does thwart for 2, which feels not terrible.
It is. That's your call.
I think I just eat it. It's a 4 damage attack. And then what does this do? Exhaust an upgrade and a support, which doesn't make me happy. So I can do one of these for the upgrade.
I think you just exhaust Helicarrier, right?
Yeah. Although I'm not down anymore, so Genki Lee's not as useful as he was. So I think it's just
then
Genki
exhaust
Lee.
Genki.
Yeah. All right. So wait, why do we? Oh, that's for this, right?
Yeah.
Wait, should this
That's
have
after.
gone off after the villain? Oh, it attacks you. Okay, so he's attacking me. I think I'm just gonna eat this to my face. So it's 4 plus a boost of 3. So that's 7. I mean, I still have 12 health.
It's not great.
I mean, it's not. Then I have to upgrade and support, and then we gotta add a threat to each. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Survive.
And then you flip down.
Remember what I said about Genki? Let's get this out of the game. Let me just double check. Yeah.
There you go.
Is that the glider? I have hit and run, by the way.
That's cool. Attacks me twice. Okay.
So wait, what? Change form and the villain attacks you. And then, then this triggers.
Cool. I didn't want George anyways.
Oh, gosh. All right, so first one.
Finds this.
You Defiance.
Yeah, get out of here.
Oh, that would have been real bad. Hold on. Wait, hold on. So this goes down to 1. Do you have to do a support and an upgrade? And this goes away. Did you exhaust your stuff?
Yeah. Okay.
Now he attacks you a second time. Oh, now this goes off. Hold on. Remember how I was so happy about my threat removal? Oh, this surges also, by the way, because of this stupidity.
What? I did. I already searched.
Oh, okay. Good.
Come on. Do I eat this? Do I just defend?
I mean, you could. I mean, the thing is, you do want to get rid of this at some point. How much damage are we talking about here? We're talking about 3 and a boost. Do you have... I mean, you don't really have anything to... You recover for as much as you defend for.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is you might just be better off going down crew quartersing and all of that. Although then I don't have anybody. Oh, don't you have to go down for this anyway?
I mean, it'd be nice to get it. I don't need to do it this turn, but it'd be nice to have.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you just take this and you go down and you recover this turn.
Okay.
Give the villain 2 boost cards.
2 additional.
Well, that one does 0 though. Oh, that's bad. Are you dead?
No.
That's 9.
I have 3 health.
I mean, okay. Thanks, Now, remember when we do our boost cards, what we discarded? All blanks for your doing damage thing?
Yep.
And he boosts into a double 3. Like, come on.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, we also have to add threat for the second one. I did it for the first one. We now have to do it for the second one. Okay. Stuff happened. Who's first? Oh, I can't even thwart. Oh, I can't even thwart. Oh my gosh. Okay, web bracelet. That's a thing. Unflappable, that's good. I mean, it's got to be crew quarters. It's not even a thought, right?
I give it to you or me?
You can give it to. I mean, you're more hurt than me, but I tend to go down more, right? Do you think you'll be going down more this game? I mean, I'm gonna give it to you, obviously, when you flip down. I think it's still me, right? I still feel like I go down more than you do. All right, heal up. So heal for 4. All right. Oh, can you do this? What's this?
No, I'm healing, bro. I'm healing at 3 health.
Yeah. All right.
That's 100% what is happening.
Are you sure? Come on, Terence. Okay. So I'm flipping up. Is there anything I have to do while I'm down? No. So I'm flipping up. Then I'm discarding hit and run to get rid of this card.
Oh, did you shuffle when you flip down for obligation?
Oh, that's a good call. Yeah. So what should I shuffle in?
I don't know. Swinging. I don't know what's in here.
I think I already so I got a web shot. I got a double life. I got another web shot, and I got Jefferson.
Maybe double life.
Yeah, I think double life. Double life seems like the move. All right, so I discarded hit and run to get rid of this stupid glider. Now, unfortunately, the pull the glider card is still in there.
Maybe the right call was to jump with Eros, but
why did I decide not to? I don't even remember why.
You won. You said you won the 2 thwart.
Did I really say that? Was that?
Yep.
Was that the reason?
Yep.
That was my brilliant call there, Terence?
Yep.
Was that I wanted the 2 thwart?
I mean, I can't force you to chump your ally.
Yes. All right. So I feel like for Maria Hill, I got to keep web shot. So let's do this and Wiccan.
You love Wiccan though.
Ooh, Venom Blast. I could stun the villain instead of stunning your guy.
That's fine.
Between
down.
web shot and power within, that would be. Oh, never mind. I can't this turn anyway. So never mind. Oh, that was to pay. Wait, why did I draw a card?
Maria Hill.
Because I was supposed to play Maria Hill and I just never did. Okay. All right. So I think I'm multitasking and I web shot, right? That's my double play.
Yeah.
Multitasking with Sense of Justice will remove 2 from 2 different ones.
So you just gonna get rid of this?
I can't. Can I? Oh, I can. Yeah.
You can overdo it, but
yeah, I'll do that and then 2 off of this one, right?
Yeah.
Although I don't know about keeping it on this. That's pretty awful right now. Okay, and then wait, how am I getting rid of this? Oh, Maria Hill and Aerith.
Remember that guy that didn't jump?
Yes. See, Terrence, I had a plan. All right, so I need the lightning, which I do have here with Quake. So that's 1, 2 to pay for web shot, which does 4 damage, killing him, getting rid of this nonsense.
Get out of here! Get out! Get out of here!
Probably locked.
Yeah.
I feel like you wanted that to be more dramatic than it was. All right. Oh, I also had a web shooter, by the way. Did I want to hold any of that stuff? Probably not, right?
No, it's fine.
Power within? Nah. No, I'd rather have my web shooter stick around. All right, so we are going to double thwart to get rid of this nonsense. Yeah, because that's awful.
Yeah, I mean that's the surging. The surging is so bad.
Well, and that's part of the reason. Like I was like, see, it was a brilliant plan to hold arrows. Terrence, every once in a while, I have a plan. I don't know that I actually had a plan there, but it worked out for me in the end.
Didn't work out for me in the end, but you know.
I mean, you took it in the end. I feel like that's what happened on your turn.
Are you doing two here then? Is that the plan?
He said Limitless should have 8 threat. Hold on. Why is that? It's 5.
It's 5.
Limitless.
There's no hinder on it.
And a third. Oh. Place 1 threat on each scheme.
Where, what?
For this stupidity. He's saying this.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Did that happen 3 times or twice?
I don't know. Trust the peanut gallery, right?
All right.
So that's 2 left.
So it has 2 left. If we decide to do it that way. Now, there are other thoughts involved. Should I remove from other schemes instead of that one? Like, and make this trigger instead, so we're taking indirect damage. Or this, so we're discarding cards. What are your thoughts? I think the card one is the least bad one at this point, right?
Okay.
So should I put 4 more on here? Get that back up to 6. So when I multitasked, I still would have removed it from this and whatever else I removed.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on if he activates multiple times. Do you want to have no cards in your hand?
I mean, I'd rather that than every scheme keep taking a million threat at this point. Like, I just can't handle it right now because it's a 4th scheme getting it too. You know what I mean? I'm going to make that call. I'm going to do it that way. So, is what it is. I'm making the call for you too, Terrence. You're going to be discarding cards as well. All right. So, I take 6 cards. Oh, I get 2 double lives. And 1 fist to pay for it, but it's also multitasking, which isn't great. I do have a swing in, though, which makes me happy. And a hit and run in case that pesky thing comes back. All right. So 2 on each. All right, Brent. Sorry. Thank you for thanks for catching that. See, this is why we win when we're not on stream, because we miss things like that, and it's fine. Nobody cares. nobody corrects us. I feel like that's a thing, Terrence. All right. So he's gonna scheme against this one. So that's 2 plus a boost of 0. Hey. I feel like that's not the worst thing in the world. Discard a card, Terrence. I feel like it's not going to be Night Nurse with you webbed up and all. All right. And then he attacks me. And again, I almost feel like I got to take this. That way I can thwart with both of them to get rid of this turn. Oh, no, I only need 1 of them. Yes. No, I have multitasking and swing in. Yeah, so I can chump. I'm going to chunk with Maria. All right. So that's 3 plus another 1. That's fine. I could have taken 4 also, but it's fine.
And you never know when you're going to have to discard symbiotes.
Well, I am going to have to discard a card here, so I'll discard 1 of my double lives because I can't afford to pay for both of them either way. Oh, I could actually with Web Shooter, but not doing that. All right. So you get 2 cards. Oh, no, 3 cards.
Pick me while I'm down, man.
I mean, you are down. The villain schemes. So, 2 on here, and it goes to here. You have to discard a card. Did you do it?
Place 4 threat on it.
On the side scheme?
Yep.
I mean, that was the right order. If it was going to come out, that was the right order. Okay.
Then you have to resolve this and put 1 on each from Joyride.
Okay. So wait. Move the glider token to the main scheme with the most threat and resolve its special. Hey, remember how I had the threat under control?
No. Place 2 threat on the main scheme.
Yep. That's happening.
It surges, right? It surges.
Wait, does it?
Yeah. Expert mode.
Oh, yeah. And it's decked. So there's that. Alright. So what's this? Surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. You know what I like? Wait, does that go away no matter what? Hold on. Is this gone from the game?
No.
Nope. It stays if it's not in play. Okay.
No, you decked.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. That one. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see 2 more cards. Wayo. Villain attacks you. So that just happened. Alright, Eris. Or do I just take this? Because I am going to have to discard another card, by the way. Which might be double life. No, double life is good, great. Because then I can... So, maybe multitasking? Or no, heroic intuition. There's 0 chance I get that out this time. Right?
Sure.
Okay. So he attacks me. Does Eros defend is the question. Or do I just take this?
Probably.
Alright. So it's 3 plus 0. Okay. And then this goes here. I got to discard a card, which will be Heroic Intuition. Although, I am going to threat scheme twice. But Swing In's just better at this point. Because that'll confuse him also. Alright. Yay. And yay.
I mean, some definition of yay.
Oh, whoa. Those surge, by the way. Do they both surge?
No, only the last one.
I mean, the villain attacks you, give the villain an additional boost card. Hey, remember how I chumped? That doesn't seem like such a good idea anymore. Alright, can I take this? So it's 2 boost cards, both with a plus boost. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to defend. I mean, why did I chump that one? Such a bad idea. I don't know that I can live through this if I don't block. Defend for my Wimpy 2.
You should just roll the dice.
I mean, it doesn't matter at this point, right? Like, can I roll the dice? Is this even possible? All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minimum. 7 minimum. So if this is 5, it's fine. Rolling the dice.
Well,
boom,
and
boom.
the 2 indirect.
Well, I counted the 2 indirect.
Oh, yeah. You did fine.
I did. Move the glider counter to the main scheme with the most threat.
I mean,
and place a scheme there. Or whatever there. Alright, so both of those were nothing. So he attacks me for 5, and then I take 2 indirect damage. Oh no, he attacks me for 6, and then I take 2 indirect damage. Because 3, 4, and then the 2 boosts. 5, 6, plus 2 indirect is 8 total damage. I'm down to 4 life. Not a problem. Boom! Done! Terence. Terence.
what's up?
I mean, I'll tell you what's not up. It's me in about 2 seconds. I'm about to be down for the count for good. All right. I'm taking first player. I mean, we just can't do anything about the side schemes, right? There's like nothing we can do about them at this point. We just have to focus on main. I could thwart for 10 with my double life.
And you get to heal for 1.
And I get to heal for 1. And I can swing in and Genki Lee. Okay, all right. So let's just start with this. I'm going to thwart for 4. 5.
5?
5, I meant. Yes. Thwart for 5. I'm going to go down. I'm a Genki Lee.
Shuffle your double life in.
Oh, yes. Good call.
I assume that's what you want.
Is it?
Well, actually, I don't know.
I think
it's max
swing
1
in.
per round.
Swing in
Yeah,
still,
you can do
right?
swing in.
What am I doing? Why am I doing it this way?
Because you like to do that every time.
I don't have a swing in. So maybe double life or it's double life Jefferson, Davies, or Webb shot.
Probably double life, right?
Yeah. Okay. Is it max 1 per round?
Wait, are you using this?
To double
Hold
life,
on.
yes. I need that for double life.
So don't you need to do that to flip down? You need to use your web resource to flip down.
Oh.
With double life.
Okay. Good call. I forgot that was a hero resource. So I am readied. Yes. So I still have 1 flip to go. Now I didn't draw for Genki Lee yet.
So you can do that now.
So I draw for Genki Lee. Main. As much as I like Wraith, I don't think this is the time or place for her. Although she could... Oh, yours is stunned, by the way. At least. So you got that going for you. So the symbiote's really the only thing we got to worry about.
So the downside is you don't have the mental for swing in.
Did I discard something wrong then? Or no, I didn't. Because I... Wait, no, that was last turn. Yes. That is an issue. So then do I just not do swing in? Oh, no, I do have mental. Right here, dude.
Oh, you do? Yeah, okay.
I was like, what are you doing?
But you don't have it for multitasking.
I don't have it for both.
I guess, yeah.
So maybe I don't worry about multitasking. And maybe I actually give you my helicarrier. Can you use it if I give you my helicarrier? Ghost kick? What's that?
I could ghost kick.
What was that?
I can't ghost kick.
Well, you attack to do this, right? And then you got Night Nurse to get rid of the stun.
I assume at that point, that's like a separate action at that point. So
Okay.
I won't be able to ghost kick.
So do you want the helicarriers or am I doing the helicarriers then? Because if I get both helicarriers, I could put Wraith in. Or hit and run, which actually is not terrible at this point with these 2 jobbers in. Ooh, or do I get rid of... No, I don't have all the resources for that. So what's your thought?
You can put Wraith in. I think you need it.
Or hit and run. Because honestly...
No, Wraith can just kill. Wraith can just kill that.
Well, and then he's a chumper. But it's 2 less threat removal. So that's the question.
But I think you're going to die at 4 health.
I mean, you aren't wrong. Although, no, I'm going to be tough also.
That's true.
Well, either way, I'm flipping up at this point. I'm going to use these 2.
Wait, no. Dude, you got to use crew quarters, man.
Oh, good call. Good call. Yes, I crew quarters first. On me, right? Not you? Or on you? Well, I'm going to be down more. Why not on you? That way.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And then...
Just double life every turn. That's the way.
So, Sense of Justice, and we said I'm not hit and running, right? Hit and run to swing in.
Yep.
Removes 4 threat. Wait, didn't I thwart something? Oh, yeah, I thwarted this. So, do I multitasking and just get rid of this one? So, we're not drawing 2 extra cards?
Yep, that's fine. How are you doing that?
Multitasking here. Or not multitasking. Swing in there, remove 4 threat, right? And then I confuse him a second time, and I toughen myself up. And then I'm going to pay for multitasking. I'm not going to do it from 2 things. Is multitasking or more important?
Well, that was my question to you.
All right. So, do we just...
I mean, I don't know if we want a second card, though. It seems bad, right?
I mean, you mean a 4th card? like
yeah.
At this point? I mean, we deal with 1 symbiote. I think that's the right call. Correct? I mean, I could even punch 1 if we're worried about a symbiote, although I feel like
I don't think
5 threat is more important.
Yeah.
So are you giving me Helicarrier and we're putting Wraith in? Is that the call?
I mean, we can.
Okay. I mean, it's literally... Are we doing this just to get rid of 1? Oh, and have a chumper. I guess it's a double.
No, it's mostly the chumper.
Yeah, all right. So that's 2 damage there.
But it's just going to be so many cards.
Mine or yours? What do you think? I guess mine, because... You're... Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And we still haven't gotten rid of this stupid thing. Is an issue. That double boost freaking hurt. All right, and then I'm gonna remove 5 threat from.
Has to be highest.
So that means this is gonna go off. So we're gonna be taking extra damage. Is that what we want? Or do I kill your stupid thing? Do I just kill your symbiote?
You can also kill... Yeah, I mean, you can kill him.
Alright, I'm just going to kill your symbiote. Oh, do I get -1 attack? I don't, right?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think taking extra damage here is going to be awful. And again, I actually think we actually go to the top one. Because adding extra threats is going to be awful too. Because it adds it to all the schemes. Not just...
So do I get George here?
That's up to you, man.
Or do I get help?
Or do you get what?
George, right?
Sure. You can get both, right? Why are you thinking? Oh, but then you can't get Vest and Night Nurse.
What?
If you put anything on George, you can't get Night Nurse and Armored Vest.
Yeah. I just wonder if I want this defense for this thing. Just to make sure I have a defense card.
I would. And then you just play Armored Vest, right? And you hold Night Nurse, because you don't need Night Nurse quite yet.
Yeah, the other cute play is like you could counter punch to basically get rid of Webbed Up, and then you can Night Nurse it.
That's true. So do you want to hold on to counter punch and not put your armor on? And hold 3 cards?
I mean, I actually could...
Actually, you could put 2 on George.
Yeah, do I do that?
And just keep your armor. I think that's the right call, actually.
Then flip up. It seems like it.
I mean, he's double confused. You don't necessarily need to flip up if you don't want to.
Yeah, but I feel like we want it.
Well, yeah. Well, at some point, we also don't want this to keep triggering. But yes, I think you're fine to flip up this turn because it'll still happen. All right. Okay, I got a lot of double resources here. Hey, Quasar's coming in. Removing 1 threat from bazillion schemes. I guess that's the good news about having 50 schemes in play.
Also for Justice and Double Life.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not sad about any of these things. All right. Although, yeah, you're going to probably flip down then. Right?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
The double confused. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so let's add 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then he attacks me. I'm tough, so I'm just gonna take this. Place 1 threat on each main scheme without the glider. Okay. So my tough takes that.
But then you take 2 indirect.
Then this moves here. Yes, I take 2 indirect. I'll just take them. But that's gone. So that's good. Oops, sorry. And then I gotta discard a card. Does it matter? Strength or energy, right? Energy, I guess, because strength gives me more flexibility to double life potentially. All right, so that's that. And then
Attacks me.
He attacks you. Yes.
I defend with an expert defense.
Okay. That's sad.
And then what's the thing here? I discard a card.
You discard a card, but you draw a card too. 2 cards, right? For unflappable and that. I don't know the order of operations there.
And then I will counterpunch.
Which gets rid of this.
Yeah. Hold on.
And then, do you want to trigger your other web bracelet? I assume you do, right?
Yeah. Do I phantom flip?
So you're stunned now, though.
Yes.
What's phantom flip do?
Flip. After Ghost Spire, use the base power, remove 5 threat from a scheme.
I mean, that wouldn't be the worst idea ever.
What do you want 5 off of?
Now, hold on. Actually, if you do it on your turn... Oh, no, these are both used. Or you get to ready, though.
Yeah, but I'm...
Oh, you have skilled strike. You have skilled strike. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So I could do it off of something, or we could burn Joyride. But that's your call.
That would draw us 1 less card. I almost want to get it off this bottom one. I don't know how we're going to get the other 5, though. Is the problem.
4 Justice and Quasar.
Yeah?
I guess.
Do you want to do that? Well, but then it doesn't happen this turn. That's the negative.
Yep.
I don't know, man. What do you think? I mean, we're also dying to the main scheme, too. Like, there is that. Like, there's just too much threat to deal with. I feel like it's a waste here, honestly.
Okay.
So I'll let
where
you
do
make the call, because Quasar is going to remove 1 from there, coming in.
So where do you want it?
I think here, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's the right call, but I don't know that there is a right call right now. We just have so much stuff going on. Wait, did you deck? Is that why you got a thing here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So, what do we each get? 3 cards? Is that right? Oh, wait.
1,
did we
2,
yeah,
3, 4.
Oh,
yeah.
Then we got to do this. Did you discard a card?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay. Yep. So we each take 3. I mean, we'll see what happens. Oh, this is not great. This is really bad. Because I don't have anything to get rid of it. Do you have something to cancel that or no?
No.
That's real bad. And then, what does this say?
It surges.
Well, does it though? Because it's just put into play, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, it says reveal it. Son of a... Okay. Well, that just happened. Wait, this is a tech also. No, it's not. It surges. It's not fine, Terence. There's nothing fine about that. Oh, there's shadows. I mean, I think we've just lost, right? Is that where we are? Yeah. If you are an alter ego form, place an acceleration token here. Okay, no, so it just gets 4. This jobber comes into play and is stalwart. If you're an alter ego form, no. Shuffle these terrible cards in. All right. What else? All right. How did we ever win this? Surge. And resolve the special ability. So I got to discard a card. The villain attacks.
I mean, that's basically a game, right?
I block.
So he attacks twice. Wait, attacks twice.
Yeah. All right. Let's call it. So that's my chumped one. Oh, that's my non-chumped one. Yep. All right. Yep. All right. So
I can defend the second one, but yeah, and then give him face down boost card. He surges.
Another side scheme.
Yeah, and then he kills you. Prowler. Your uncle kills you. That's kind of scumbag.
Prowler attacks the player with the fewest remaining hit points. Oh. Wow.
Barely. We would have survived.
I mean, we would have survived-ish. This would have been out too, by the way. Let's not forget that. And then Prowler killed me.
Yep.
We had no chumpers, no nothing for that. Well, oh yeah, you couldn't have readied again because you already readied once. Wow. Remember how I said to give you the one extra hit point, Terence? If we'd given me the one extra hit point, we would have survived there.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was that. All right. So, let's do this. Let's get our post-stream discussion on and talk about what we thought about the campaign, all of the campaign, including Venom Goblin, who people hate, and I think we learned a little bit about why today. All right, Terence. Should we do the contest first?
Sure. Let's do the contest first.
Okay, so what the contest is, if you missed our other two streams, we talked about it when we did our Con of Heroes recap. So in Con of Heroes, there is a modular set, which has, well, it comes with a couple things. It comes with a modular itself, like a Skrull Invasion modular. It comes out with a new standard set, which you can use to replace your standard or standard 2. And it also comes with a campaign, a 4-mission campaign that you could play that uses both the new standard and the encounter set. Now, you can play with that stuff right now. There are 2 places you can play with it. Number 1, and I'll show it here, it's actually right here on the TTS mod. Hitch's TTS mod does have it. The other thing you can do is I will put in the show notes, I'll put a link to the print and play, or you just go to conofheroes.com or whatever, just Google Con of Heroes, and then there's a print and play section. In that section, you can print all the cards from that encounter set. So you can play with all of it now. But if you want a printed copy of all that stuff, then you can win it with our contest. And how do you do it? All you have to do is say, who's the Skrull? Peter or Terence? Well, not just say that. We prefer that you actually give us a little story as to why that person's the Skrull. So one of us is, if you think of it as a traitor, whatever you want to think of it as, who is the Skrull? Who is the one that is pretending to be human, but really a Skrull in disguise, trying to destroy us or whatever it is? So Terence or Peter. So you're going to email that response to mvpboardgames@gmail.com. That's the letters M, the letter V, the letter P, board games with an S at the end @gmail.com, and I'll put that in the notes as well. And you're gonna the title for that should be contest. So email us and do contest. And we had another funny one since I last talked to you, Terence. So let me pull that one up. So just to get an example of what it is, and we're going to draw 3 random winners. So it's not just going to be one. There's 3 winners, and right now you'd have a pretty good chance of winning at this point. So, dear MVP board game, clearly the Skrull that is the that is amongst you is none other than Terence. He secretly scripts the mod in collaboration with his other Skrull friend Hitch to ensure you always get the worst encounter cards and always giving you the slip. That is how Terence, aka the Skrull, was able to be at the wedding and then come back for the stream all dressed up. Someday he will accidentally slip and reveal himself and the secret war will break out. Keep a close eye on him as you try against Venom Goblin for the second time this Friday. Man, I should have read this before like playing with you, Terence. I should have had Mary come in and her unscrollness. So I don't know, Terence. I think I that was a pretty compelling argument to me. So I actually think we're all tied up at this point. I think we have even number of votes for you and me. So yeah, you have a chance to influence who is the Skrull at the end of the day. Are you showing the cards here in the corner?
Yeah, I just pulled them out.
Yeah.
So here's like the scenario. It's just like a 4-card campaign where it has a little bit of flavor text. We won't kind of spoil it, but it, you
do have to have all 4 big expansions.
Yeah, it pulls from one villain from each box. Was designed, and so you start with the Red Skull. It tells you what modulars to put in, and then you kind of go from there. I think you had some questions last time, Peter.
One thing that on this first one was it said give Red Skull the Power Stone. See, it says Power Stone there. That is from the second expansion, Galaxy Most Wanted Power Stone, not the one, because there is another Power Stone card that comes with the Infinity Gauntlet. So that's the only thing that's not specific.
Oh, I think it's worded this way because that Power Stone is the name of the modular set.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yes. So not the card from the modular set. That is true.
And I think at the con when we played it, does it say a new standard in here?
No.
I think we used...
No. The third one is new standard. This one does say a new standard. No, maybe it's the fourth one. I know I saw it on one of the cards. A new standard.
It's in the third one.
There you go. It's the fourth one too. Third and fourth one use a new standard.
But I think when we played it at the con, we just replaced standard with a new standard for
the entire time. And new standard's a little bit harder than regular standard, but it's all right. So there's a new standard. It's
different, right?
And Skull Infiltration. Yeah, it's just different. It's not necessarily... I mean, it's a little bit harder, I think, but it's definitely just different. So it's a really cool set of stuff they had. It was exclusive to the con. Again, you can print and play it, or you can play it here on Hitch's TTS mod. That's 2 ways you can play it. But we will also be giving away 3 copies along with the first player token that came out as well. So it's a poker chip. It says Con of Heroes on it, and all 3 winners will get both of those. If you're international, we'll have to discuss shipping. It just depends how much it is to ship it to you. We'll probably pay for shipping, but I don't know if it's like $50. We'll have to discuss that. I'm sure because it's just a small envelope worth of stuff, so it's probably not going to be that expensive even for international shipping.
Maybe I pay that good VAT though.
Yeah, Well, I don't know if you have to pay VAT on something that's like, I can't imagine the value is so high that we'd have to worry about that.
The value is free because we didn't charge for it.
Right. It's a free item. So I mean, its value is priceless, really, is what it is. But we're not going to claim priceless because that would probably be very high VAT. I'm sure there's a cap.
Yeah.
There's got to be a cap on it, right? It can't be, well, this is priceless, so you have to pay infinite amount of money. Is that how it works? I don't know. Tax on priceless has got to be pretty high.
Just some other quick stuff from the campaign. Make sure, like it says for the setup, to have a 10-card side deck. So just FYI, during the campaign, you will lose your allies at some point. And so you're allowed to, from this side deck, basically like rebuild your deck from that. So I think you need at least 5 to 10 allies in your deck as well when you're playing the campaign.
Yep. And
so when they... Yeah, it says that in there, but it's like
setup.
A thing to take into account. There's some questions that came out of that.
Because your allies become Skrulls. That's the big thing from this Skrull infiltration. Well,
The other thing is for the tech upgrades, people ask like, so normally, you know, in Red Skull, most people would hold their tech upgrades because they're like once per basic campaign.
Right.
But I think when we played at the con, I think technically you can play it that way, but I think it's more fun if you're allowed to just use it every scenario.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
So we had it where it was just like once per game once you get those.
Nice.
And the other question for the captives is they are meant to be the captives from, I think, Rise of Red Skull with like White Tiger and all those ones, because I think there's also captives in Mad Titans as well.
Right, but that is
Hela.
directly in somebody's encounter deck, right? I'm pretty sure one of them are in the encounter deck because I just played that. Oh, that might be the Red Skull one, actually. Might be right in the encounter deck.
Yeah, so, but the captive, it says, like, is meant to be Rise of Red Skull.
Okay.
Just FYI there. If you get
into
yeah,
because the Shawarma is also from Rise of Red. Oh, it says right on.
Well, no, Shawarma's from Mad Titan, so I think that's meant to be like
from Rise of Red Skull and Mad Titan Shadow. Yep, it's right on there.
Yeah, but I think you could interpret it like, does that mean you could pull it from either? But it's meant to be the captives from Rise of Red Skull, and obviously the Shawarmas from Mad Titans. People can't even ask us these questions. So.
Gotcha.
And I think there was probably other stuff that I missed from people asking us, but I think you can ping us in the comments and we'll respond.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, this isn't going to be the FAQ here, right? Anyway, all right. So let's talk about Sinister Motives campaign, since that's what we just finished. What are your thoughts, Terence? Overall.
Well, we didn't finish.
I mean, we did finish. We actually finished last week because we lost, and it says on Expert, if you lose, it's over. Done. End of campaign. You don't get a second chance. But we took a third chance, and guess what happened? We were... Actually, Terence, we did win the campaign.
I told you to record that session.
Because when we played on Wednesday, we did win. Now, did we miss
some cheating, probably.
A ton of stuff? I am sure we did. See, here's the thing. If we just never listened to Brant, we would have gotten rid of that side scheme. That would have been one less thing we had to deal with. Like, I mean, Brant is right. Don't get me wrong. He was completely correct. But if we didn't listen to him, if he wasn't there, if we were cheating the way we were probably when we won, then we would have won again. So, yeah, it's tough. This is definitely a tough one. No question about it. At least the last scenario. And that's the weird part about it, right? Because it's like, none of the other ones before him feel tough even a little bit. And then you get to the final part of the campaign, and it's like, just kick you in the nuts. So, what are your overall thoughts? Because I don't know how I feel about that.
You mean about Venom Goblin or the campaign?
Well, just the campaign in general. Like, I like the campaign. I like the heroes that come with it. I like the missions. I'm not sure what I feel about Venom Goblin being just so much tougher. And look, this card needs to go. Advanced Glider is stupid. Like, I don't even know how that made it.
I think it's hard because people made fun of the normal glider in the Goblin gimmick set.
I mean, I guess, but like,
what I've learned, I think the moral story is don't troll the designers, basically.
Right. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, because it's gonna probably go off the turn it comes. Well, I guess they're not expecting it to go off, but they know how much like extra card draw there is here, right? Like, they have to know that. They know how much surge is in the deck. Like, I guess their thought is, oh, you can just get rid of it pretty quickly when you flip over, and normally we did. But yeah, I mean, and even with me teching to get rid of it, having 6 cards in my deck of 40 and holding cards plus extra hand size to always have something to deal with it, we still wouldn't have been able to deal with it on this last turn because I had to discard so many cards. So, yeah, Advanced Glider's pretty rough. I mean, Goblin... yeah, go ahead.
Do you think if we didn't have Symbiote Suit, like we were at 24, we would have a better chance of winning?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Because you're getting 2 extra cards turn 1, right? Like, I mean, right off the bat.
2 and 3. And you're like basically while you're not set up, right?
Well, two cards per player. I'm sorry, every turn, and then 1 card per player after that. Although I'll be honest, I still think Symbiote Suit's a very good card. Like, I still think the 1 extra card draw is worth you getting an extra card, 10 extra hit points, and the +1 to all your stats. Not for every hero, but I think for a lot of heroes, it's worth it. That's still my opinion on Symbiote Suit. But I think on turn 1, getting 2 extra cards is pretty rough.
Like the 4 cards is not worth basically the stats.
Well, and it depends.
4 on Venom Goblin seems rough, right?
Well, it depends.
His cards are just so bad too.
Right. It depends on the villain. That's exactly right. Because he's got a lot of
or the
surge in
modular
his
set.
deck. Huh?
Or the modular set.
Right. So it really
whatever
depends.
the encounter deck makeup is.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're playing Hood with like Expert 2, is Symbiote Suit worth it? No. If you're playing Rhino on Standard, is Symbiote Suit worth it? Absolutely. You know, so I mean, there's a huge difference there. So I think all these factors come into play when deciding whether to play Symbiote Suit. But I do think.
But I mean, I think specifically for this campaign though, like it's like a double whammy with the setup.
But I think you need it. I think you need those 10 extra hit points for turn 1 when you're going to have the extra card. Even if you don't take 2 extra cards, you still, because you're on
Do you
expert,
think if we had only 6 cards, if it would be more manageable?
But it's not 6 cards. It's still not 6. Because you start with 3 off the bat. Or no, you'd start with 2.
You start with 2, so it's like 7 basically, versus like 7 versus 11.
Is it? Well, it's not 5 extra though. It's only 4. So how does that work? So 11.
Well, it's like you get 2
7.
each,
Yep.
and you get 1, so
Yeah.
it's 6 for us, and then you get the 1 from Public Outcry, so it's 7.
I mean, 7's a lot, right? Like.
But 11's like almost is like 1.5 times more, right?
I mean, it is
with a deck that combos with itself.
Yeah, I mean, but 10 extra hit points. Like,
right, but I guess if you lose on that opening turn, it's easy to just
well,
set
okay,
up,
so that
set up shop and roll up.
Yes. Mary says her cat's trying to catch the cursor. So should I do this? Should I move my cursor around the screen a lot to mess with Mary's cat?
Nice. To get back to your original question, I think this is a fantastic campaign. Obviously, Venom Goblin is really tough. I think similar to Ronin, like he is definitely beatable. I think you definitely have to. I personally don't think the 25 reputation. I think it is harder.
It's
I think it
substantially
makes,
harder. No question.
I think it makes it substantially harder. And maybe we would have maybe would have won. Who knows? Like,
yeah,
you know.
So just so
you'd have to play to know.
Yeah. So if we had come up 1 reputation shorter, which actually, to be fair to Terence, he said to do. So maybe I just got myself some scroll votes there. He did say, and I said, no, we're trying to get the highest score possible. Well, we didn't get the highest score possible.
Turns out winning gets you the highest score possible in the last one.
Right.
But,
right.
You know, I guess we'll take the 25.
Okay, so let me finish what I was saying. So during setup, we each got the Symbiote Suit because of that, but we also had to take an extra encounter card. So that 1 encounter card plus 1 encounter card from the Symbiote Suit is what we're talking about here. Yeah, that 25 level is pretty rough, for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know, like maybe it's like Rome where you do have to cheese it a little bit, where like you don't want to get more than 24 to give you that fighting chance.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, but other than that, like I think like the first 4 villains are, you know, pretty fantastic, right? Like
and they're on the right power level too.
I think you said you don't like Sandman that much, but I think he's thematically great. Like, you know, you're fighting with the overflowing sand. Like, it's not as punishing as like Nebula's ship counters, where like you're forced to basically deal with it every turn. Like it can get out of hand if you like do leave it unchecked. There are cards that combo against it. You know, like you look at his encounter cards, right? Like he has those sand clones that are X, which X is the number of sand counters. So like you do feel pressure to do it, but you're not like punched in your face as much, I feel like, as like Nebula, right? About it. And so I think it's like definitely a better design than that. And I think they generally do a pretty good job. my favorite villain. I mean, probably Sinister Six would be mine.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
Sinister Six might be my new favorite villain in the game, honestly, because I like those
more than
campaigns.
Hela.
Hella and Sinister Six. I mean, they're both doing similar stuff, right? Where you have to like have attack and thwart.
I think Hela is very different though. Like you go on a journey, and Sinister Six is different from a standard villain thing, but it is different. It feels very different, the pacing, than Hela.
Yes, yeah, it's more frantic. Hella seems a little bit slower. Because
Oh, you're like going through hell, and
right.
it does feel that way when you're playing the game, which is
Yes,
cool. And
but in a tough way, but not an overly tough way. I think she's easier certainly than Ronin and then Venom Goblin, but I think she's probably the right difficulty for where I want a villain to be.
but yeah, Sinister Six. I mean, yeah. So I think Sandman is pretty good. I honestly like Venom too. I know some people don't like him as much, but
Which is crazy. I mean, I get he can swing hard on some turns, but
yeah, and he does have the overkill, so you can't just jump. Like you do have to have a contingency plan sometimes, but maybe
well,
you
the
can't account
bell
for it.
for me is usually the contingency plan, right? Like
Yep.
you just knock that bell up as high as possible, and he can have 27 boost cards, and like
Well,
most of them are
I
going to get
have
eaten up by
heard.
the bell.
I mean, you could. I have heard that some people just rush Venom down and like don't use the bell tower. Like that
Isn't
is a
that what
tactic.
we ended up doing?
No, we definitely did use the bell tower because there are like some of those cards that like pwn you. Like they just like flip the bell tower, remove all tokens. There's like that one card.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's a side scheme. And then I think that's where like you can deck like it's cool because you can deck tech hands, right? You can run one way or another to literally just pull it out at the beginning of the game, right? And
sure.
you're just like, okay, I'm gonna pull this out. It has no counters on it now. It's blank, and then as the Justice player, I'm just gonna clear it, right? So I think that's cool. Mysterio I think is much swingier than the other villains. Like I think Sandman and Venom are not as nearly as swingy.
Well, he's the one who puts
But
the cards in your deck, right?
he both of them puts your cards in your deck, and I think paranoia I think is like the epitome of Mysterio of just like it's like this very plinky like kind of like Iron Man's gauntlets kind of effect, right? Where
Sure.
it's like it's annoying, but like a lot of his cards aren't nearly that bad until they surge into something maybe more terrible. Like
Right.
I think it could be a simply more he's definitely one of those villains that I think if you want him to be more challenging, you put in a harder modular because you're gonna draw into more cards.
Sure. Yep.
Um, and then yeah, I mean he has some feel bad moments, but also some you can get into some like fantastic moments too of like the encounter set working in your favor where you draw like that whatever paradise thing that has like all the icons on it and then gives you +2 hand size, and then you can also draw into like the card that makes you discard your hand and draw up a new hand size. So if you get that in that order, you can draw actually into a bigger hand, which is kind of fun. Um,
Yeah. No.
but
I mean, I think it's well done. Venom Goblin. I think even again without that level 25 here, which and again I still say I don't mind the level 25, only because I do think for players who want that huge challenge, it's there. Look, he's beatable, no question about it. I mean, we did deck tech for him and still ended up losing. I mean, we were 1-3 against him.
4.
1-3, 1 out of 4.
Yeah, 1-3.
Again, we may have cheated because it was off stream. The one we practiced one time, had no problem with them, and then I did make some tweaks to my deck. Maybe that was a problem because I used to have more whatevers. Those one.
You sonic rifles?
I did not have sonic rifles. No. It was the first time we played them. I had more of those things that cost 1 and remove 2 from 2 different schemes. I had 1 more of those and 1 less
Multitasking?
Yeah, and 1 less whatever hit and run or whatever, or the 3 cost thing, neutral 1. I think that's really the only change I made. So that was it. It was that 1 card difference. It's definitely not. But I felt like I could control the threat way better the first time we played. I have no idea why. I think, well, this game we just got ridiculous number of side schemes. And I'm guessing we also probably messed up the adding threat to side schemes thing from that one. Because we did certainly do that one thing a lot, the bottom one a lot, which adds 1 threat to each scheme. So that's weird. That one doesn't scale like the other ones does. Because the other ones are like, this one is 1 on each scheme. But if there's more side schemes, that means you're placing more threat. And the more players you have, again, the more side schemes you're likely to have. Whereas this one's 2 indirect damage, but it's just to the one player. And this one is discard a card, but again, just to the one player. Like, it's weird. This one's already weird because it's adding 3 threat instead of 2 damage. Like, in every other way in this game, they tell you threat is worse than damage. Right? When you think about it. Because you think about thwarting cards. They're almost always 1 less thwart than a standard attacking card. Right?
Yeah.
And then, so they're telling you threat removal is harder to do. So, but this automatically adds 3 threat, whereas this is only 2 damage. So it's weird. It's like backwards. And honestly, it's weird that we keep choosing this one. I mean, probably because it feels, it's 3 threat, but it's spread out. It's not all in one place. So maybe that's
6 threat a turn as well.
Right, between 2 players instead of 4 damage. That's what I'm saying. It's 1 extra threat per player, at least. And then, that's why I was like, oh, I thought it was only on the main schemes. Because it's ridiculous that it adds to the side schemes. Like, that makes it a million times worse. Like, I didn't even realize that the first few times we played it. So we may have played it wrong in other games as well. Like, that's just weird. But losing, early in the game, I feel like this is the easiest one to deal with later in the game. But early in the game, this is brutal. Like, just losing cards before you build up your economy is really bad. And even at the end of the game, I only had 4 cards to deal with stuff, whereas I would have had 6.
We also forgot to heal for the basic identity for the suit sometimes.
Wait, what do you mean?
You get +1 all your stats. And recovery is a stat.
Is it a basic power?
Yep.
Is it? Is that true? I feel like that's not true. Recovery? Well, anyway, we could look. Somebody can look that up. But I feel like here it is. Would it be under basic powers? Make this way bigger too, by the way.
Right here, recovery power.
Son of a gun! Oh well, we
so
definitely
you actually would have had 1 health. I mean, not that I think that we would have won the game, but
so we didn't die.
That.
All right, so we didn't lose. Well, we did because you would have had to block for me on the second one.
I did block for you.
Could you have taken the 6 damage? Yeah, so we actually didn't lose there. How many times did I recover this game? Did I recover at all? That's the question. I don't know that I ever recovered. So, might be null and void anyway. But yes.
Just an FYI for future.
Yeah, no, if you're using Symbiote Suit, that's a huge deal, actually. Because honestly, the 10 extra hit points are great at the beginning of the game, but you never get back up there again. You know what I mean?
Well, potentially you can with Miles because he can flip down with double life,
Yeah, but are you going to want to use him for that, right? If you're double lifing, you're probably going to want to double attack or double thwart or whatever because of the +1 to the other stats too. Especially if you got +10 life, right? I mean, I feel like you're never...
Well, when you're sub 9 health, I feel like you take that +1 recover 100%.
No, but I don't know that you need it twice. I don't know that you're ever going to do it. Well, not never, of course. Like this game when I was at 1 health, absolutely I would have taken it twice at the end of the game. It's just hard to give up because of this stupid retinal display or whatever. It's hard to give up 5 thwarting. And I feel like I made that call several times, and it just, at some point, you have to give it up.
Yeah, you got to pay the piper at some point, right?
At some point.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's crazy that you actually don't run crew quarters in this deck.
I don't need to. You give me one. I mean,
Uh,
again, like specifically this villain, I'm not going to be flipping down as much, although I did flip down quite a bit still. But yeah, I'm not, and I want to make sure that I got my thwarting cards because it's such a big deal. Obviously, like I feel like it's more likely that we're going to lose to threat than it would be that we're going to lose to dying with the symbiote suits. Now, I mean, turns out we died anyway, but it's mostly because we were worried about the threat, I feel like, most of the time. I mean, I guess they go hand in hand, right? But
yep. I mean, that's the tension, right?
yeah. No, it's good. All right. Well, I don't want to keep droning on and on about this, but I don't know. It's a good campaign. I even think Venom Goblin's good. There's always cards that get to you. And I do think I wish they had not done the glider the way it is. Of all his like terrible
I would
stuff.
accept it, but we also messed this up. I think potentially it is limit once per round per player, the double.
We messed this up. Not today, for sure. Do we mess it up in the past? I thought I knew that. I felt like I knew that. But it's still a lot. I mean, think about that. It's still a whole extra attack or thwart or scheme every round per player. So it's like 2.
No, I just mean like in the villain, like in the encounter phase when it comes out and like you get the flood.
Right.
It's only once.
Right.
And it is easy to mess that up.
Yep.
I don't know if we did, but potentially we did.
I mean, getting rid of this would have been helpful too, certainly. But it's just you don't have the tempo to do that. It feels like that's so expensive to get rid of.
You just need to bring Black Panther, King Wakanda.
I mean, sure. And we had this out the last 2 games and never got rid of it either game. All right. Well, we got to stop talking about this. We're on to the post-stream discussion. Not what is it? Feeling bad for ourselves for sucking.
Yeah, I guess going back to the box, this is probably my favorite box.
Really?
Overall, like.
Well, you're a
yeah,
Spider
I mean,
fan.
I think you just I like Spider-Man, so the theme's there, but I honestly think like 4 of the 5 are like top villains for me for sure. Like
Really?
I would not
Sandman
be sad to
and
play.
Venom? Both are top villains?
I mean, top 10 for sure.
Okay. Oh, do we show people the end of the campaign? The last chapter of the book?
I mean, if you record the 4th, if you replay Wednesday, sure.
Well, we're not replaying this. So go easy on Eddie Brock. He did help us after all. Yes, but that doesn't erase everything else he's done. And Brock's going to want that back, that symbiote. He won't need it where he's going. Leave this to me, kid. I'm good at what I do. Besides, it's late. Don't you two have curfews or something? Man, I feel like Fury just slapped us at the end here. So then Miles sneaks in to his house. He goes for some food. Goes for a sandwich. Thank goodness you're finally home. And then I'm not going to do the Spanish, but it's we were so worried about you. And then the hugs and kisses.
See, this is why you never played Jefferson Davis. You left him at home.
I mean, that might be a thing. I mean, removing 1 threat, so it's 2 threat, would have been really good. I couldn't find a time to do it. I mean, that was the thing. The 2 cost was preventative.
It's super expensive.
Yeah,
it's expensive for the tempo hit.
Right, because there was always something else I needed to do at the time. There was never a time I got it, and I was like, oh.
I feel like that's just the Venom, not Venom, the Green Goblin thing of just like you start like down by a lot.
Yep.
Because you get those 2 face down encounter cards, right? So you're getting 3 encounter cards per player, just normally, right? Like from mutagen formula and expert or not expert, Venom Goblin here as well, right?
Yeah. No, and all right, so getting the last thing about the campaign, and I've talked good about it before. I love the experience and how you level up in this campaign way more than any other campaign. We can debate about the 25, right? Like the last one, whether that's
I don't think
good or
there's.
not.
Well, I mean, sure.
I mean, I think the biggest negative with this 25 is the villain they put it on, right? Like, I think that was bad. Like, it was just, he's already bad enough. You didn't need that extra kick in the teeth. But I think it's, I think like you said, you can do what we did against Galaxy's Most Wanted and fudge it at the end. So there's plenty of ways to do it. There's plenty of ways to not have to deal with that. Yeah, and you're right. We should have never gotten that last point. But I wanted to do it. I thought it'd be fun. We always end up fighting against harder stuff anyway. It is.
I mean, we do, but we did also cheese running.
Well, we did. Yep. But
we also won against running.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we didn't win. This is the first campaign we haven't won on the stream. I mean, not necessarily first time, but we're not going back and finishing this. I don't think so. I mean, we'll fight against Venom Goblin again. We'll just not be doing it with these decks. And in a campaign.
Maybe someday we'll do it. We'll do it and rewind time and take that 25th reputation off.
Mary says we need her Venom deck, her Venom Justice deck. Venom's good, but Venom's tempo is pretty slow. That's my only fear with Venom. Like I love Venom.
Doesn't Venom have symbiote stuff?
So
trigger against?
What do you mean? Yeah, I mean there's a lot of weirdness. Technically, I don't think you're allowed to play Venom in this campaign. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can, but it's kind of weird because it's the same symbiote. Even though it's a different alter ego, it would be weird. But yes, I mean, I would not mind doing it, but I think technically you don't really want to run them in this campaign. But yeah, no, we could have used more thwarting. That is for sure. That is for darn sure. But speaking of Mary, we are going to be playing next week with Mary and Kennedy Hawk, I think is the thought here. So you want to see some 4-player action? That is coming up next week. And we decided we're doing the Spider-Verse, right? So we're doing Gwen, Miles.
Are we doing Spider-Verse? Are we doing Champions? We're doing Spider-Verse.
We're doing Gwen, Miles, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and Spider-Woman. You can do all 4 Spider-Verse heroes that are out right now.
Where do we decide? I forget.
I don't know if we decided on a villain yet. I mean, it sounds like you and I are leaning toward Sinister Six, right? But
you could put the Sinister Six modular in another Spider-Man.
Oh, look at that
scenario, right?
That's true. That's true.
Because we kill all of them, so actually we haven't seen them on stream. I actually have not seen them because I also killed them all in my campaign.
Yeah, so we could do that as well. We could put that Sinister Six in and do, I don't know, Rhino? What do you think? We did say we wanted to do something shorter. So we were talking about actually not even doing a Spider-Verse villain. We were talking about doing, I mean, we could do Venom or Sandman and then throw the Sinister Six in. Just because 4 players is longer anyway. We were talking about a shorter villain.
Yep. Do you want to talk about 4-player after the 4-player game?
we will. We'll talk about 4-player after the 4-player game. So anyway, I think that's a good place to stop for tonight, though. So come back next week and see us do 4-player Spider-Verse. I'm looking forward to it for sure. I'm looking forward to playing with Mary again. I don't think I played with Kennedy Hawk before, so that'll be good.
Yeah, should be good. I got to play with him a few times at the con, so I have played with everyone, but it'll be good to always get more games in.
Yes. I feel like you're distracted, Terence. I'm going to say goodnight. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.